Well, hello there, guys. I'm honored to be here today as we do our first content on this channel under the timeattack.tv name. And I'll tell you a bit more about myself in a while, but I want to welcome you because this will be the first time we'll actually be able to follow the European Time Attack Masters down at the legendary Nürburgring GP circuit. So we decided to do this. We call this a VODCAST. We do them live. So let me tell you right away that I am one of the founders and the promoter of the Scandinavian Time Attack Championship, which was until very recently the Swedish Time Attack Championship. So it is a very big change we are doing. We are lifting this up to the Scandinavian stage because I will also tell you why. We have so much interest from Finland and other neighboring countries. But today we are doing this under the timeattack.tv name. So we follow our friends and our esteemed partners doing a really nice thing for the whole Time Attack community in Europe in the European Time Attack Masters race at Nürburgring GP. So I'll introduce you to my sidekick because I am, you may not believe me when I say this, but this is not my office. Actually, this image is not real. I know, it's a shock. But one person that is real and who is really down at the Nürburgring GP is my fellow esteemed and quite handsome for his age also colleague Tommi Asikainen of the Audi R8 one-on-one team and also of Ratanen Motorsports, and also most importantly the promoter and probably the one who has changed the course of history in time attack in Finland in creating the King of Finland event, which will be the first time ever next year. Welcome, Tommi.
Hello. Thank you, Mika, for introducing me so quite well. You get me impressed every time.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm giving you such a hard time and ribbing you all the time when we're off the camera. On the camera, I wanted people to believe I treat you nicely. So I really welcome, man.
that's true.
We're gonna be serious. This will be such a good time, and
Yeah.
please tell us where you are. I can see you in the background. It's like I feel the motorsports vibes are coming through the screens right now.
Yeah, so I'm actually here in Germany at the European Time Attack Masters now, and we have a full paddock of cars, and you can, for real, smell the tires, burnt fuel, brakes, everything, and it's all the time happening something here. It's been already busy morning. Uh, Weather's been a bit off, but now it seems that it's getting clear, and hopefully at the afternoon we might see laps on the dry slicks, but we'll see how the day goes. It will be, for sure, as you said, fun day today. I'll be doing here a live with my colleague from Germany, and then we are just finalizing some setup here. So meanwhile, you might Mika, introduce others and tell about this event for our viewers. We will get right back to you in a moment.
Yeah, sure. You take care. Thank you, Tommy, and thank you. Oh, what's your name, teammates? Sorry, your coworker's name.
My name's Max. Yes, me and
Max.
Max are here.
Guten Tag. He's
As he's
German,
doing,
right?
Mika is trying to do his best with
He's
his
German,
German.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Right, so that was our reporter, Tommy. And we have someone else with us as well. I'm not sure we're going to ask Robert, or would you like to jump in just for 1 minute and then say hello? Are you okay with that? If you unmute yourself? Yeah. Okay, so let's introduce our German.
So hi, Mika. Actually, I tried to get a technical problem solved because I can't hear you at the moment. Give me 1 second. I will switch my phone and try to get into to get proper informations.
Cool.
So
Okay,
give me
so
1 second. I will be
kick
back
him
in a
out
minute.
right now, David. Kick him out. Because that is Robert Bruckner. And he is a part of the German Time Attack Masters organization. And I will also take the opportunity to say that this event was founded by and is run in its physical form by the German time attack organizers, and these are OGs in the game. I mean, Marco Thielman, who is the founder, and he has founded also other events like Reisbrennen, which is like one of the biggest Japanese car culture events in all of Europe. He has founded also the German Time Attack Masters, and he did also this. And we jumped aboard this cooperation with him back in 2019, which is actually going to be a very nice thing because we have a really, really nice documentary that we shot and did for English viewers in 2019 that I don't think many people have seen, which just sums up brilliantly what a magnificent pilgrimage this is. To go down to the Nürburgring as us time attack geeks, to go down there and do our thing on the Nürburgring GP circuit, and we'll get to that. We'll show you a track overlay and do, for those who might not be 100% into this whole thing of, okay, you're at Nürburgring, so does that mean you're going around the Nordschleife or you're going to the GP? What is the GP? We'll show you an overlay of that. But it's the German time attack, and most specifically Marco Thielman, who has founded the event, is the father of the event, and we support him from the Scandinavian side of things 100%. So Robert will probably tell us more about that and the history, and we hope to hear more about like the German cars, and we'll see some of the European cars here. And more specifically, we will also follow Team Scandinavia, which this year has 3 participants in it. A bit of an off year for the Scandinavians, I think. It's been a bit of an off year for the past 2 years, actually, because I mean, if you own anything today that we're paying interest rate at, you've been really screwed in the ASS for a while. I'm not sure it's like that in all of Europe and the world, but right now it's been like really bad financial times. So there are fewer competitors, but there's a lot of enthusiasts still working on their cars. So we have great hope that next year many will bring out the cars that they have like maybe rested a year or maybe even 2 years to smash the tracks for next year. I'm also with me here today is my fellow co-worker in the Swedish office, Mr. David Johansson, the producer. You care to give us some words on what we're doing, what the setup is here?
Hello, everybody. Well, we have a schedule that we're gonna work through. Gonna show you some videos and stuff from the track and such things. Gonna have interviews with drivers and yeah, get to know them a little bit better. Just as soon as we get Robert in here, we're gonna show you highlights video from last year's European Time Attack Masters, and after that, Tommy will interview some of the Swedish drivers we have down there this year.
Cool. And after that, we'll actually hear more from Robert about what the setup is, because all the time attack championships around the world, this is like something that a little part of me who has been in the game since 28, but since a championship in 2012 when we started the Swedish time attack championship, that you wish that there was the same rule book everywhere. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So with so many different vehicles, every country having its own culture, everyone has their own rules. And we are going to hear from Robert, who is also one of the chief inspectors of the vehicles and also of the rule books, how the rules work at this event. It will give us a good background. But before we will go over to Robert, I want to give some shout outs, because you know what? This is not like an F1 broadcast. This is not even like the great trans broadcast that they do in the World Time Attack event. So shout out to the World Time Attack. They are the Super Bowl of what we do, and there is no number 2, there is no number 4 or 5. I think European Time Attack is the second best time attack event in the world, to be honest. But World Time Attack is in a league of its own, and their broadcast is also like wonderful. So really appreciate that in Australia they have a really good culture to support them also with sponsors and stuff. So we'll see where we go from here and on with timeattack.tv and the European Time Attack Masters to get more partners involved and to get our presence more known. But my point is that this is a more personal type of broadcast. So, our guests, you will have the chance to ask questions, and you will hear some questions, and we'll keep things in a serious, but let's call it a gentle and relaxed Sunday afternoon following some racing. Maybe, David, are we actually in qualifying right now for the German time attack? I
think so.
I don't know if the viewers can hear you. I think you're muted, but I think that the German time attack is doing it qualifying now. So maybe we can get just the live timing so that people know that there is actually a time attack race going on right now. And we'll try and keep an eye on that, of course, because part of this podcast is just to see what's going on the track. I can also see that Tommy is busy in the pit area and that... yeah, now you can see here how the qualifying works and on different classes. It's going to be a bit puzzling here in the start, but right now the Germans are out and they have their German championship round going on. And they will also partake in the European, which have their own qualifying round. But yeah, again, this is going to be much more relaxed. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome to put their questions in the chat. So a bit of shout outs to people here. We got Dark Flame 45. What a curious nickname. Hope you're having a good time, buddy. Your nickname sounds a bit on the complicated side, but good to see you here. Fritte is here. Fritte is one of our... he is our race control. He's our... what's it called? He's the chief of race control in the Scandinavian time attack. So he's here. Roland Nilsson is here. Christopher Rask, the GOAT, Honda Civic GOAT from Finland. Erik Andersson is here. Nilo Norpa, sounds very Finnish. He's here. Henrik Ryberg, he's here. He says in Swedish he's had some coffee and now he's going to watch. And he says, very, very sad. I can see the tears in this post that he was not driving this year because he broke his pistons. And yes, let's give Henrik some sympathy because he has a really awesome BMW Z4 with an M3 engine, I believe. Not sure. It's an M3 engine these days. And he keeps breaking pistons, and we hope he stops soon. Fritte also has a comment. It will be fun to go down and see how their organization and race control works. And maybe we will actually see some of that talking to Robert. Because he is close to the race control and he will give us a lot of inside info from the track. And I've been there. It's really, really cool that they have so much surveillance and tech on the track that makes all other tracks in Sweden look like it's some go-kart in the bush. Shogun is here. Erik, welcome. Lily Schmidt is here. Who can I look the race live? Yes, Lily, the link for the... how can we get the link out there for the live timing, David? Maybe you can think about that and give me some briefing. We got Thomas Hammarström here. How many cars are participating in total today? We'll keep an eye on that. I'm definitely interested in that because it's been usually around 120 to 140 even. I think numbers are down a bit this year. I know that the Dutch championship was cancelled, so might be a bit fewer, but we'll see how many drivers there are. Lily, Eugene is my cousin. Okay, cool. Who is Eugene? We'll find out, I guess. Robert, are you ready to be introduced, my brother? Robert, do you think we can get Robert here in the image? David? Hello, Robert. Nice to have you aboard. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I still can't hear what Mikael is saying.
No, he can't hear me.
So I think we got a problem. I'm frozen.
Okay. So Robert can't hear me.
Yeah, what should I say?
I
can't hear. Bad connection. Maybe I'm frozen. I'm not sure. I try the whole time. So maybe I will join Tommy later to give information, but I can't hear any questions from you. So we had maybe bad connections or the phones. I tried 2 phones already. I don't know if you still can see me. My screen is frozen, so I can see my eyes here, and it's like cut like this. So you can send the question in the chat, maybe, if you can hear me. I saw your head is moving, like. So when you send the question in the chat, I can try to answer them. But yeah, I don't know if you can see me or just my upper head. So the picture is live, but shit.
You see, I'm trying to communicate.
Okay, I will check here in the chat. Is the question from you? So
yeah, all right, we try and squeeze Robert in there. We have some technical issues here, but we'll figure them out. Don't worry about that. Oh, we have Sami Sivonen in the house. Hi, very typical Finnish thing to write in the chat. Hi, with small letters. Robin Antonsson, the owner of the Phantom Supra, if you remember that car. Next year we're gonna go there, a big gang from Scandinavia, and for sure, yeah. We actually already have a date for next year. So it's 12th October. That's a really nice date though. Very early autumn date. I don't know, should we bring in Tommy or do we want to show the video first? I think Tommy looks ready. Tommy, you want to report something from the pit area, my buddy? Oh, we can't hear him. God damn it. No sound, bro. They were struggling with that setup before, but nope. Nope. No sound. No sound. Sorry. Didn't work out. Maybe you need to fire Max or something. He seemed like such a nice guy, but you know, if you can't get the sound to work, then it's like, you know, this there's this American presidential candidate who used to say, "You're fired," and maybe that's going to happen to Max now if you can't get the sound to work. But okay, let's go to the video. These are some amazing highlights done by the German Time Attack Masters from last year's European Time Attack Championship. It's a really good atmosphere piece, which summarizes the event quite well. So let's roll it, David, and I'll have a little break.
This is Econ track. There is a lot of straights, very hard and difficult turns. That mean weak are lots of downwards.
Das Besondere am Nürburgring ist, dass man nach der nächsten Kurve selbst auf der Grand Prix-Strecke nicht weiß, wie das Wetter da sein wird oder wie die Straßenverhältnisse da sein werden. Wir haben hier richtig Steigungen, das Schumacher ist, das geht verdammt steil hoch. Immer wieder Stellen, die dann noch feucht sind, wo die nicht trocken gefahren sind, wo man sich irgendwie umorientieren muss und auch mal eine andere Linie fahren muss als die. Das macht die Strecke einzigartig einfach. So bei der Time Attack kannst du mit jedem Auto kommen und dich als Gaststarter einschreiben und auch mit jedem Auto Spaß haben und zum Teil auch sehr erfolgreich sein. Und das ist in der Time Attack halt einfach das, wofür mein Herz schlägt.
When I go to car, I relax. I think the close an eyes and think the whole track in my mind. About 5 minutes, I drive in my mind that tracks and feel like relax. And then Mikko say, now, then come adrenaline, and wow, now I do it. That's mine. Oh wow! When you do it, when I see that feels like I'm blowing up. Yeah, because that's what we try to do, and then we come. That's just the fucking yeah.
Und dann gehst du ins Auto, da geht die Autotür zu und dann hast du plötzlich Ruhe. Und das ist dann Entspannung und Genießen.
Lap and 2 must be fast.
Minuten 41,756. Riesenapplaus für die Gewinner der Klasse Pro. The final time, and this is a fast time by a slippy track. 2 minutes 21.956. Congratulations.
Oh, we're back. I think we're back. That's a really nice video. It captures a lot of the atmosphere down here. You know, we're actually going to go right down to the action because the qualifying for the European time is gonna start. So now we have Tommy in the picture. He's going through one of Team Scandinavia's cars. I see there. Niklas.
Yes, and possibly you can hear me now.
Yes, finally. Max is not fired.
Yes, Max did great. But we have here one of the Swedish drivers, Tony Johansson. He's preparing himself to head out with the BMW. As you can see, he still has the cool Continental livery in the car. And actually, if I remember right, he won last year. Can you confirm that, Mika?
He has European gold under his belt. I don't remember if it was last year or the other year before, but he has some championships under his belt, and he has championships under his belt in Sweden. And what's really admirable about this, because usually motorsport, you know, when you are sponsored by someone, it means that you got a bag of money from them, and then you are very happy to show it. But Continental is actually a very high performance street tire that is designed very close to the level of semi-slicks. And Tony is actually running the Continental Sport Contact 7, I believe it's called, on his car today.
Yes.
So we'll see how he does it with a car with a tire that is actually below spec. Because in Sweden, if you have a street tire, then you can run in certain classes, you can have a certain power. but in Germany it like, doesn't matter. So he's still doing it, and he's doing anything he can to promote how good that Sport Contact 7 tire is. So maybe you can actually find, there's a guy in glasses, he probably has Continental clothes on him, and we can grill him about the tire, because for me it's a cool feature. I mean, I'm a Yokohama guy myself. We have gotten so much support from Yokohama over the years, and they have the magnificent 052 tires, but this tire is at the same level, except it doesn't have the same endurance. So it would be nice to hear more from them. I don't think you should bother him maybe right now, but
yeah, at the moment we leave him alone because he's going out to the track. This is not the best time for the have interview with the drivers. You know, you want to focus on your own session, and now it's the time to do it. So it's not the time for us to have interview with Tony. Let's just have his moment there. We could maybe continue from here. I see that Patrick Muller actually just came in for the paddock, and we have a second Swedish car coming in from the track. Sakalo Tadeusz rolling in with the Mazda MX-5.
I believe if we look at the schedule, I think one important thing to explain right now is that in the European Time Attack there is one qualifying session.
Yes.
One qualifying session to get to the Superlaps. It's a hassle. If your car doesn't work for the qualifying session, you're done.
Yeah, you are out of the competition.
Yes.
But now Tony is preparing to leave.
What's the atmosphere like there? Can you see how many cars there are? You've been there last year as well, Tommy. What can you
looking
tell us
around,
about?
if we turn the camera, we can see the paddock is quite full all the way to the other end. You can show the picture to the other way. And at the spot, it's not the best view, but I would say 26, 28 garages full of cars this year. And counting all of those, I would say we have over 80 cars running the competition today. And besides that, we have drift cars going on the other side, and then we have the show and shine and all the others. So quite a lot of cars today here. And weather is actually getting clear.
It looks like it could even crack up. You say that in English? It looks like the sun could crack through the clouds here.
Yeah. In a way. Then we have another Swedish car here that you might be interested to see. This year, we didn't see Niklas so much in Sweden, but they have arrived to Germany with the Porsche. And I can see that there's clear few aerodynamic upgrades on the car. The wings must be new.
Yeah, can we get some close-ups? Because those are, I think they're called Dundee Motorsports. There's some very nice, expensive parts that makes a really quick car even quicker.
Yes. And Niklas is today running Michelin tires here. I see that.
Is he doing the Cup 2R? Or the Cup 2 or
yes,
Cup 2Rs?
Cup 2Rs.
Yeah, okay.
And actually quite heavy tires at the rear. 325, 30, 21. So I think that is specific side.
He's doing the pulling all stops setup, I think.
Yeah. But anyway, all the ways this car is looking neat. And Niklas said that it's been a good day so far. I would like to have an interview with him some moment. But I see that we have some of the Continental people there trying to get into our live. Maybe we'll catch them now.
Let's talk
and have short words with them.
So just to make our viewers here aware, Niklas is running in what's called the supercar class. So Niklas is there, we'll see what competitors he has, and we're hoping that we have, I think, all the gold in this class for the last few years. And then I think that Tony is running in club 4-wheel drive. Am I correct? Tommy?
Yes.
So, who is this guy? Who is that guy?
Would you like to tell us, who are you?
Hi, I'm Philip Mandetsky. So I had been the product manager from Continental for the Sport Contact 7 So the tire we are currently rolling on the car of Tony. So and I'm just here for the support and yeah.
So he's the father of the tire, right?
Yes, if I understood right. You have made the tire that he is running here today.
Yeah, I was just you know, part of the bigger group for sure who did it. But yes, then I was, you know, we were thinking about the design and the requirement book and how that needs to come together and sizes. And so it's really cool to see it here in real life and also seeing Tony here driving and kind of also successfully. So this is, which makes me also personally really proud that, I mean, all the thoughts, everything came together and quite well. So I'm happy.
Bro, man, you need to give this guy like a hug or a pat on the back, because he's doing what companies should be doing to develop products through time attack and motorsports and sell them to street cars.
Yes, amazing work from Continental doing this kind of way that they do new products, develop them, and then try them actually at the track and have these drivers from here using those tires. And yeah, well, how did you end up doing actually that? You bring the tires to Tony to test in time attack. Did you know about the sport before?
So I think this was more the part of Andreas. I think they know each other more or less privately, and then that full story grew. And then we got to know Andreas in the market. So, and since we are then also advertising the product, we are also testing the product. And then it was just a great opportunity coming here, seeing it just in real life. And I mean, they are great guys. They are really also cool human-wise. So, and we are connecting really closely. So I think this is just the start of, you know, a much bigger program. And yeah, this is, I mean, the first time being here. I mean, half official for Continental. But again, we hope that this is now evolving, getting bigger. And then also with the success of Tony, hopefully, I mean, it's still looking good. Yeah, that this story going to grow.
Tommy, can you ask him something? Can you ask him if
yes,
they are actually encouraged by that, if they compete against, like, for example, the Yokohama tire, and they have success and they have good competition, isn't that something that like encourages and actually accelerates the development for everyone involved? And if they likes that sort of competition, and if they are like happy about it.
So I got a question from the studio that, what do you think about competition between drive brands? If other brands would come into the same kind of setup, that they find drivers to test their products and want to develop more, and have like healthy competition between like you and other brands, like for example Yokohama, what do you think about that kind of competition? Would it be good for the brands and all over the market? What is your opinion about it?
So if I understood it right, that if more tire companies come here, and then we would have, I mean, I think for sure this is something always good. I mean, imagine we would have a world without any competition, and then we would all agree on a kind of a tire setup in the 80s or 90s. So it's good that we have different companies pushing forward. Although, I mean, you tend to see them as rivals, but in reality it isn't. So in reality, we are all striving for the best products, and we are also pushing each other to bringing the best product. So if we see now competition comes with a new, better product, this is which just motivates us also in R&D to make it better, to put in just much more effort. So yes, for sure, I would really love to see much more competition and just much more evolvement of the market and much faster evolvement. And so yes, I would see it positively.
Yeah, but at least you are here.
Yeah.
We are all cheering for you that the brand will go well, and Tony will succeed also this year, because I remember that Tony ran your tires also last year, and he won the competition.
Yes.
So I think he's got a bit of pressure from that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, we would also be happy if he would also winning. We're also praying for it, for sure. This would be a great success. If not, I mean, still, we managed to be here. We managed to be part of that huge community, and that is also really cool. And then let's see. I mean, I think he's also giving every time its best, and so this is what counts.
So Tommy, you have to tell him that he must come to Sweden next year and enjoy the atmosphere there, and also come to Finland and have a sauna in the King of Finland.
Yeah. So I got a message from the studio that we are all waiting you to arrive to Sweden and in Finland next year. We would love to have you there and show you the competition that we have, where Tony is coming from, because the level is quite good there. And we would love to see you there. Sauna is waiting for you.
Yes. I'm going to talk to Tony, and then I'm anyhow in Sweden next year, so maybe this would be a perfect opportunity. I would really love to go there.
Thank you for the interview. Nice day for you. All the best, and we'll see you after the competition.
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
So Tommy, can you find somebody else to talk to there, or maybe like Niklas'
we have
team?
Niklas on his car,
Yeah,
so if
perfect.
you'd like to have a short talk with him now,
Sounds
that
perfect.
would be a good point.
Bright young man. That.
Would you like to do the interview by yourself? I can
No,
give you the
no,
headphones to Niklas, or do you want me to
man.
ask the questions?
I want you to do it. I'm just gonna sit here and drink my cacao. You know, I'm just doing my lazy work.
So typical of you.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems Niklas also getting ready. But maybe we could have.
Can you ask Max to use the phone in horizontal style, not vertical? Or he's fired. Oh shit! Now it's.
Yeah, getting ready.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I think it's not the time for to take the interview.
Maybe you can log in. Maybe they can log in again and we'll redo it. Okay, so Niklas is going out for his session now. Is that right, or what?
He's preparing for his run.
Well, Tommy, let's go to the
here.
lineup. Bring our viewers to the lineup, and we'll see what's going on at the GP, because the European Time Attack qualification is going to start. It's going to be busy around. Can we get a window with the live timing? We can also have the opportunity to have some shout-outs in the chat. We have Juha Antila here saying hello, and we have Vadim, Eugene Tom, nummer 1. I think Eugene is some... also Subi Impreza says, Eugene Tom, good luck, my friend. Nilo Norpa says, great video. But I think that right now Eugene Tom is like the #1 rated guy in our chat. So good luck to him. It's good that you brought your crew to our chat. Welcome, guys. It's nice to have you here. So we have the live timing right now, and we'll see Tommy, and hopefully we can bounce around interviews. And we'll see if we can maybe sort out that maybe you, Max and Tommy, can rejoin the broadcast in horizontal mode. Because right now it's like it's wrong. It's the wrong angle. You have to put it back in vertical. Put it back to vertical, and we'll have it. Thank you. But then you have to rejoin us and do it in horizontal, and I think we'll be fine. But right now, Tommy, tell us what we are doing at.
So, I'm here.
No, actually, we have some results here. This is from the international qualification. We actually have Tommy on top. Is that right?
Yes, it seems so.
From the whole session. This is live timing from the whole session?
The first qualification is going on at the track, and Niklas is waiting for the second session, which is starting after this. At the moment, we can see the paddock line is quite clear. We don't have any cars here yet because the first session just started.
You have 14 cars out on the track right now in mixed classes. David, can you help us to understand this, what we're seeing, so we can explain to the audience? So we have different classes out on the track, and I would really love to, but we can't have Robert Bruckner with us to explain all the classes. But I think you can see here, we have Club 4-wheel drive. That's the class we are following here in Sweden. And right now, Tony is comfortably leading that class. And maybe that is their personal best before, or maybe that is their warm-up laps. Still trying to figure things out here.
The qualification goes so they all go out at the track.
Yeah, okay. So we're still waiting for the lap. Remember, this is a long track. So I would have loved to show like maybe we can actually squeeze in there. David, do you have a video of a lap around here that we can just squeeze in here while the session is still early? We want to show you the Nürburgring GP that normal people with the normal street cars can join at the European Time Attack. A legendary track that, correct me if I'm wrong, it's sometimes they run the F1 here even, but it's one of the really premium tracks in Europe, and this is where the European Championship in Time Attack has always been the past few years. So right now, I think that they are still warming up.
Actually, Mikke.
Yeah, Tommy?
Are you on the line? I would have a surprise for you. I have a man who can explain to you how the qualification works, if you would like to have a chat with him shortly.
Yeah, man, sounds great.
You can hear them on the headphones.
Oh, I know that guy, man.
Just keep it somewhere a bit away from yourself, and you can talk to them.
And he will say, hey, hello.
He will tell you. You can hear it.
Yeah, hey, Robert, how are you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm fine. I just run down, so I'm a little red and sweaty right now.
That's good. You need exercise. It's healthy for you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You keep the mic a bit closer to your mouth. And here, people,
yeah, of course.
This is not Tommy Assikang. This is Robert Bruckner. He is our reporter from the race control and also the speaker of the championship and also one of the top guys in inspections and technical data. So, Robert, you've been involved for a while for the German time attack and you are using these rules for the European time attack. Can you tell us about how the qualifying works? What will we see here today?
Yeah, actually the qualifying for the European Championship is going on. So the fastest 5 guys from the qualifying will come into the hot lap. So there you have the single lap shootout, like also done at World Time Attack Challenge.
Superlaps, yeah.
Or theirs is called Superlap, yeah. And we have now 20-minute sessions, just separated by the different classes. We have, what is it? First entry classes, pocket rockets, and the club class, and then we got the faster and more aerodynamical changed cars, like the pro class, and then as well extreme, and also the Superlight and full tube chassis.
Robert, did you provide us any videos or images? Because maybe we'll just take our time here, because each lap here takes 2 minutes. So maybe we have actually the opportunity now to explain each of the classes here. David, do we have some data for that?
To send 22 videos where I took video images of every single class. So I hope I could send it to you. And David got some footage.
I don't think he got it, but let's start from the bottom. Where do we start in European time attack in a class here?
Follow me.
Yes, sir.
So here we got a perfect example for a club class car. So we also in Germany call it Evo class. So you have your track tool. Everything is basically stock. You have stock real arches, maximum all-wheel drive wheel size is 265 millimeters.
So quite wide anyway, I would say.
Yeah, of course. But it was a hard fight between the Evos and the Subarus because you cannot fit a 265 millimeter tire on a GC chassis Subaru. When you look on this side, you have a two-wheel driven club car, and they can use 295 millimeter wide tires.
Max, can you go around that car? Is that a Z3M Coupe?
Yeah.
Wow, I love those cars. Who doesn't, man?
It's hate or love in Germany. So
Robert, tell Max to go around the car and film it because it's such a beautiful car.
Can you just walk around and...
While you speak, he can just film the car.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Just try and inform him of that.
The Germans hate or love those coupes. That's the problem.
Why would they hate it? What's wrong with you guys?
Some people say it's ugly.
What the fuck? Ferrari is doing cars that look like these now, 15, 20 years later. What the fuck?
Yeah. But I have to correct myself. It's not a club car because when you add stuff like splitters, canards, big wings on the rear end, you have to go in the pro class.
Okay.
So in the pro class, you're allowed to make the car 75 millimeters wider than original.
How wide are these tires?
I think it's 295.
Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, it's a perfect to explain the steps. So is this the next class after the club class?
Yeah, this is the next step you go. The better example will be right here. So as you can see, it's also a BMW.
It's an M3?
But it's a replica of those GTRs from the United States.
Oh, shit, man. Oh.
So you will have a walk around.
This car is fully matching the rule book for the Pro class. 75mm over fenders, maximum allowed splitters, diffusers, wing, everything.
Even the livery is like from the US, right? From
Yeah.
back in 2002.
Yeah, it's supercharged.
Oh, okay. How much power does it make? Do you know?
Give me one moment. So I'm gonna ask the owner. So Ben, one short question. What's the amount of power your engine is producing?
Around 500 horsepower.
So it's sequentially shifted and 500 horsepower on the wheel.
Did he keep the power that way to keep it like it was, or does he like want to increase it, or what's his strategy for building the car?
So what was your strategy to build the car for you? Sorry? In this way. Was war dein Beweggrund, das Auto so zu bauen, wie es jetzt ist?
I'm probably the biggest fan of the BMW E46, and GGR is top level, I think, of the E46, and of course for every E46 fan, it's a dream to build such a car.
Robert, tell him that he has. Sorry, Robert, tell him he has fans in the chat to recognize him, and this is actually a 330, so it's a maxed out 330. And tell him he has support in the chat from Henrik Ryberg and Daniel Rosenblom. That is, yeah, on 330.
So you got some fans in our chat on the broadcast right now, and it's in maxed out 340. What is it?
330.
330. Ah, it's in 330. Yeah. So people recognize you. Yeah, but this is the perfect example for the Pro rulebook. So we can do another step if you want to, if you got time.
Sure. Yeah, we got all the time. Can we look at the live timing? What is the session like? How much time is remaining in the session here? David, our producer, is also trying to keep an eye on the competition. How Tony is doing. Right now, Tony is only second place, and he has just been edged out by 1/10 of a second by Eugene Tom, the one that people are talking about in the chat. So it seems there will be a rivalry here, because us Swedes want Tony to win, and we have in the chat some Eugene fans. Can we know more about Eugene Tom? Robert, do you know anything about this guy?
Eugen Tom, yeah. He's driving in a club class, as I introduced the Evo class. And he got a really nice fight this year with, I forgot the name, I'm sorry.
Could it be Victor Horst?
No, the other guy on the second place. So they are equal on points. But,
Andrei Urban?
No, it's not Andrei Urban. The contender's not driving here today because he got technical failure. But they are even on points. So that would be the massive fight today. But yeah, unfortunately the car broke.
Okay.
But on the last event, they have been fighting with not a tenth of a second, a hundredth of a second. So it's super, super nice to watch those two guys battling out between qualifying and hot lap.
That's the best thing about Time Attack, even if it's about a battle about first and second place, but even if you find someone to battle about between 10th and 9th place, if you have someone to fight against, you're gonna have a great time. You actually maybe meet a new best friend. Because it's always nice to beat your best friends, right?
Of course. So, back to the classes.
Yeah, sir.
Cup is clear, Pro is clear. We got another one, it's called Extreme. So what you're gonna see here is one of the nicest cars in the pit lane, built by a guy at home,
another
named Patrick Müller. Yeah, another Evo. Over the years, he's several champion in Germany, several champion in European Championship. And you can see it's really wide. It's got a really big splitter, huge wing, but still looks like an Evo.
That's very nice. We really appreciate that in Sweden as well, because our class is actually up to our Pro, which is more like Extreme. Take very high consideration into keeping the car that technically it could be restored to a street car with a lot of work, you know.
Yeah, but we can see that this is changing at the moment. So more and more crazy builds came up the last 1-2 years. So like the BMW from Bernd,
the people spend more time, more development in the cars to get real extreme cars, real time attack monsters, what you can see in World Time Attack as well. And also in Sweden and Finland.
That is correct. And we have, in Sweden, we also have the Pro Modified class, which is the first class on slicks, or rather the second class these days, but many, many extreme cars like the Autogruppen Evo, who we'll maybe meet later today, and we'll also meet where Tommy is part of the Audi R811 teams who became world champions in World Time Attack in their class in the Audi R8. And apart from that, you also have the unlimited monsters, which I want you to show us the other alternative class of super lights. Can you find a car like that to show us what that's all about? Because now we have gone through. I'm following you and I'll speak at the meantime, and please correct me if I'm wrong. We start out at club class. And in there we have 4-wheel drive, we have 2-wheel drive, and we also have naturally aspirated cars, right?
Yes, up to 2.5 liters displacement.
Yes, and one class you seem maybe haven't mentioned is the pocket rocket class.
I will go and find one. I just take the gear from Tommy, so come on, follow me, guys.
Yeah.
I will just walk in front.
3 different club classes. We have the pocket rocket class, which is like a very lightweight, low-powered car class,
so
right?
As you can see here, the Civic. This is a perfect example for a pocket rocket car. So you got maximum displacement of 1.75 liters based on a hot hatch platform, Hachiroku as well, or even Miatas.
Oh, can you go and film that? Tell him to go and film the Hachiroku, for God's sake.
Yeah, of course.
Tell Max it. Tell him. Shout. This is a very rare old Japanese car. It's like an old Corolla that was only sold. Parts of Europe had some of them. Now this is like JDM royalty. Is this a left-hand or a right-hand drive car? It's a left-hand.
It's a European version left-hand.
Yes, so you know people are killing for these cars right now. So nice to see them being raced here now. So nice. In the pocket rocket class.
I will show another one. My favorite AEs, or the Hachiroku. It's over here from Switzerland.
Oh, another coupe. Yeah. Okay.
But this one is the real deal. It's a former hill climb race car from Switzerland. Sequential shifted, 1.6 liter, 220 horsepower. And he's fighting the big guys in the extreme class, which got multiple 100 horsepower more than him. But when the weather conditions are tricky, this is a hot lap contender.
That's also so nice in Time Attack that you can have different cars that are differently successful in different conditions and different tracks, right?
Yes. And we got another good example directly behind the car. It's in Peugeot 306 TCR.
What? GTR?
TCR.
TCR. Oh, yeah, okay.
So Max will come around now. And you remember the Evo from Patrick Müller from Switzerland I showed you 5 minutes ago.
All right, so it's a touring car championship.
Yeah, but this car...
Ask Max to go around it. Ask him to move around.
Of course, Max will go around. The impressive part is the Peugeot is just 2.5 to 3 seconds slower than a 700 horsepower Time Attack Evo.
It's impressive. It's so nice also to see, like, again, I'm sorry to say all these nice things about Time Attack, call me biased, but that you see really well set up race cars handle these more raw garage built tuning cars. That's like, for me at least, part of the drug and diversity of Time Attack.
That's the spirit of Time Attack.
100%.
So another interesting one, Max, come quick. The red, black and white Paseo coming out. Nobody is racing a shitbox like this.
Paseo, holy shit. I remember one person asking about them, and they are like maybe a few in Sweden. Yeah, that's a really rare Japanese car, yeah.
So, this guy is really nuts. He builds his own, or builds his own carbon fiber body kit. He developed the 20-valve engine
for a
with
Paseo.
For a Paseo.
What the hell?
He is not using the 16-valve engine. Everybody used 16 valves. He said, no, I want to go the 20 valves. He has his own self-made stroker kit for the engine, maxing out a 1.75 liter displacement of the pocket rocket class.
That's like, that's where if I would be a doctor, and I'm not, but if I would be a doctor, I would ask, what's wrong with people building such extremely specific cars for time attack? It's like, it's not practical, it's maybe not the fastest, but it seems like it's just so much love and passion for maybe the car you even like sort of grew up with sometimes, right?
Yeah, that's passion. That's the only thing matters. When you're passionate about your car or your brand, then you put everything in. So I just want to show one last car.
Are we getting sun also, Robert? Is that the sun coming out? Can Max film the sky?
Yeah. Can you show the nice weather on the Nürburgring?
Woo!
Of course, we have, like often, we have good weather conditions on the European Championship. Just last year was a little rainy.
Last year.
Max, follow me. One last car, because I really have to go back in the speaker booth.
You do that and you let Tommy take over. But we haven't gone over all the classes except for the Superlights class remains, right?
Yes.
Superlights,
one special car is missing. So we're going to try to find a Superlight for you.
Yes. I will go over the classes one more time. So at the beginning we have pocket rockets, and we found that all these cars under 1,750 cubic centimeters is fine. And then we have 3 different club classes: 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and naturally aspirated. And after that, we kind of forgot about the supercar class that has like M4s, Porsches, and we hope to see Niklas from Team Scandinavia getting the gold again there. After that, we go to the pro class. Are the pro classes split up into 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, or all they are running the same?
It depends on the amount of contenders.
Okay.
If we have 5 contenders for every transmission set, we will have the class 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive.
Cool. And then we go up to Extreme, right? That's where we saw the Evo.
Yeah.
And that is on slicks, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And after that, there is also the Super Lights class, which is kind of special.
Yeah. We talked about the home-built Extreme class cars. Have you seen this one today?
What is that?
It was in Lotus, I think Exige. Oh yeah, it's written down Exige.
Can we talk to someone about it?
Yeah, of course. We can talk to the driver. So please introduce yourself to the podcast.
Hello, my name is Mateusz Owczynikow. I came from Poland and arrived here in the third time. First time we have no issues with our cars, and I would like do some super laps today. The car is very good, a lot of grip. It goes very fast on corners, on the main straight. That will be fast. Everything is okay.
Yeah, I'm watching the car a couple of years now, and the developing is amazing. And it's real a homemade build, and it's this is the time tech spirit. Guys from Poland go into the garages and build.
Robert, you have to ask him what makes him take the long journey from Poland to be here, and how does it feel? Does he feel that the atmosphere meets his expectations?
What is the reason that you went from Poland to here to join the competition? Is it a special feeling for you? What is the real deep reason for you to come to Europe for the European Championship?
In my opinion, it's the best track if I ever been. It's very, very fast. I really like this track, and I like the competitors who join this event, because they come from foraging countries, and they have fast cars, and I would like drive compete with them.
Robert, can you give him the earphones? I have a message for him in Polish.
Oh, we got a message.
Give him the earphones, and I will talk to him, like so he can hear what I'm saying to him.
Ah, yeah, you speak Polish as well. Yeah, so Tommy, your gear is going to another one. Take your time. Sorry. He wants to talk to you.
Okay.
And he's able to speak Polish as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, let's do this in Polish in a few seconds and we'll not lose our viewers, but fajnie, że jedziesz całą tą drogę do Niemiec i chcemy, żebyś do Szwecji też przyjechał i nawet może też do Finlandii. What do you think about that?
No, myślę, że jest to możliwe. Mam dzisiaj ochotę na zejście poniżej 2 minut. Myślę, że jest to realne i wtedy będę mógł brać udział u Was, bo jednak te auta są bardzo szybkie. Więc no, muszę się do tego przygotować. Inaczej nie ma sensu przyjeżdżać i walczyć, bo auto będzie po prostu za słabe.
Zawsze sens jest, bo wiesz, poznajesz nowe ludzie i będziesz szybszy następny rok. I will do this in English now to say your reply that I asked him, so you're going to Germany and it's really nice to see such a wonderful piece of engineering. And he said that to come to Sweden and to Finland to compete, he would like to go under 2 minutes with his car, because it's that just shows it's a really quick car, which is insane quick time. I don't remember what the R8 did here, but if he succeeds, he will come to Sweden and Finland. I told him that you should come anyway. It would be a great way to develop your car and to meet other friends. So while you still have the earphones on, my Polish brother, who would you like to thank, and what would you like to tell our viewers? Sorry, if you wanted to thank some sponsors or whatever, you can please do that now, and to just say your goals for the day.
Okej, tak, dziękuję bardzo tutaj mojej ekipie. Jest tu ze mną mój tato, mój przyjaciel oraz człowiek, który zbudował to auto i tak naprawdę to są jego pomysły. Ja jestem kierowcą, no i też chciałem podziękować firmie Ogrody oraz firmie Broma, która jakby w dużej części zasponsorowała ten wyjazd i jestem im bardzo wdzięczny.
Świetnie.
Dziękuję bardzo i pozdrawiam.
Bardzo dobrą pracę, żebyście do Polski położyli na mapie Time Attack w Europie. Dzięki. Daj do kolegi, co ma kamerę. Dzięki.
Dobra, dzięki, cześć.
So he said basically that this is a family-run team, and he wanted to thank his father and the other people working on the car. They've been working together for a while, and also his sponsors who made the trip possible. And I also thanked him another extra time for actually making Poland proud and putting them on the map of European Time Attack. So Robert, quite nice cars here. Who are we going to find to beat that?
No, there's no need to beat that. I think in the next couple of years we're going to have a really nice competition in the European Championship. Because you know better than me that some crazy cars are upcoming from Scandinavia. And we're going to have a really nice fight for the championship.
Yeah, for sure. We have had some coming and being guests over the years. And we hope to fill it up, and we will probably see a bit about that from 2019 video. Are you going to be able to find a supercar, Super Lights car? Oh, here we are.
Here we are. So, question. You have driven everything. 1,000 horsepower cars, pocket rockets. What you gonna do next? So you took a kart, you blew it up, you put a 1,000 cc motorbike engine in it, and then you got this.
Like a really, really insane go-kart.
It's a stupidly fast go-kart.
Yeah. And these cars run under 2 minutes on this track, right?
Yes. It depends on the driver, but we know drivers. They have been here a couple of years ago. You definitely can go sub 2 minutes. So
very nice.
This is the basic version. If you're a little bit more in technique, you buy a Track King looking like a BMW DTM car.
A miniature DTM car.
It's like the Carol S version, but not that big.
It was in the laundry a bit too long, right?
Yes, maybe 60 degrees.
Yeah, 80 degrees probably. No, it's no. This is like actually very similar to a Solution F car that looks very similar, but it's full-sized silhouette car, which is like mid-engine and everything. So, and these are also running well under 2 minutes.
I think this one not. This one is close to 2. But I will check the timing and inform you.
Yes.
What is the actual time of this?
We need to see Eugen. Sorry, I butchered his name. I'm so sorry. Eugen. We need to see him because he has so many fans in the chat, and he is actually. Did he become P1? David, can you show us what happened in the qualifying session? Can we see where Tony ended up and what happened in the club classes and what actually happened in the qualifying session?
I need to get the information because I left my speaker booth to run down to get in touch with you guys because my technique was not working there.
Well, then give the maybe you say thank you so much and give Tommy the earphones, and we will leave you alone. Is that a good idea?
Thank you. Yeah, I will go back to my other job. Thanks for having me there. It was a pleasure, and I will get in touch with Tommy later.
You brought the son with you. Thank you, son.
You're absolutely welcome. You.
Yeah. Okay, Tommy, are you with us now? Byt namnskylt på honom också. So we are seeing in the results here that Eugen Tom won the club 4-wheel drive qualifying, so he will be the last running person in the Superlap finals. And Tony Johansson, the Continental car, is running second last. And then you have Victor Horst and Andre Urban and Manuel Gubler doing the supercar, the club 4-wheel drive Superlap finals. That will be later in the afternoon. Maybe we can also take a look at the club 2-wheel drive, and just to let people know, we also have some Germans following us here, so we can give them some of the results. Although we are focusing a bit on Team Scandinavia and just focusing on what's going on in the track and just having fun. We got in club 2-wheel drive, we have P1, Dominik Sternberg. In P2, we have Marcel Bent. We have Ilyan Petrov, which I believe is a Bulgarian car. I believe we got some pictures of that recently. On fourth place, we got Leonard Bick, and the final person going to the Superlap final in Club 2-wheel drive is Christian Finkler. So a nice steady the starting lineup here. I wish we could know more about each car here, but yeah, we'll do what we can and maybe let Tommy meet some people and talk to them here. So we got Club Naturally Aspirated, which is like cars that are naturally aspirated up to 2.5 liters. Did I get that right? Anybody know? David, do you remember what he said? But we have anyway...
it's 2.5 liters.
2.5 liters. We have on P1, Dominic Arnold. P2, Andrea Aquilino. P3, Stefan Betz. P4, Dominic Volk. And P5, Nico Hafne. Seems a lot of German names here. So we do have some international names here. Like we met this Polish fellow here. We have some Swiss fellows here. And we have an Italian, I know. And we also got, I think, a Bulgarian. And there's also a mix of other countries as well, apart from our Swedes. We'll go and talk a bit about Pocket Rocket. We have Stefan Kruger, Daniel Schuler, Ricardo van de Beek. Sounds very Dutch. Ralph Martin and Daniel Dimitrov. So that's the lineup for Pocket Rocket. Then in Pro, how many cars did we get there? Wow, that's a really nice lineup. That's a really nice lineup. And, you know, I really appreciate that with Pro. Let me have the opportunity to say that. I really appreciate any car, really. Almost any car. But I especially appreciate those that stay true to what the car was from factory. And I believe that the Pro class in Germany is quite conservative in that approach. And I really like that, and I hope we will see more to explain what Robert said, that you will allow a bit wider fenders, a bit of modifications on the aerodynamics, but still pretty strict. Would you agree, David, their sidekick, that this is very similar to like what we try to do with our challenge class and the Pro Street class?
What did you say?
That the Pro class in Germany is actually so conservative that it's quite similar cars that we in Sweden call Challenge and Pro Street, the two lower classes.
Yeah, probably they're a bit similar. I think I would say it's like Pro Street, more like that.
Yeah. So anyway, from Pro, we seem to be running all the cars now. No two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, what I can see. We have P1 Bernd Neundote, P2 Benedikt Platzköster. I'm butchering names. I'm very sorry about that. P3 Jürgen Bonengel. P4 Jean-Claudio Flensberg. And P5, the final participant in the Superlaps final will be Claudio Arena. Is that the Italian guy who has that sick Evo? Or is that, no, that must be that's going to be in the extreme class. So a very impressive starting lineup of their Pro class. I see 18 cars here in that list, and that's an amazing number. And you can definitely have a sense of time attack the way it was in our Pro class in Sweden like 10 years ago, that the cars still had a lot more stock body before they went extreme with a lot of upgrades. Let's take a look at Supercar, because I believe that qualifying session is over as well. We talked about Niklas Sandqvist, our Swedish great hope. How many cars are starting in Supercars, David? Can you scroll down and show us? Is it just 2 cars?
Seems like it's only 2, yeah.
Yeah, so a very poor turnout, but at least Niklas has some competitor. It doesn't seem like he has much of a chance, though. 2:09.5, and I know Niklas in drier condition will smash that lap time. I know it because he has done similar lap times here. Such a skilled driver and a better car this year, I believe. So let's hope that it keeps drying up and we will see some seriously impressive lap times. Because I think if Niklas is going to achieve anything, and we will soon take a break to show you the first part of the old 2019 documentary, you can remember this lap time, 2:09.5. You can compare it to what eventually the European champion in Supercar in 2019, Tommy Gråberg from Sweden with the Dodge Viper, back then in stock condition, did back in the day. So Niklas has that lap time to beat. Even if he doesn't have that much competition this year, it's the same thing in all of time attack, actually. You will always find your lap time that you want to beat because you know another bro or sis did that lap time and you want to show them you're faster. Correct? I don't have a sidekick and David is doing technical stuff, so I'm basically talking to myself. Let's read some comments here, because I think that was our results. Or did we get some? Did we miss out on the extreme class? I think. And let's do maybe they're running now. By the way, David, do you know the schedule and what's on the live timing right now? What's going on the track?
Right now, what I think, they are a bit ahead of the schedule, because the European qualifiers should have started at 3, but they started 20 minutes before that.
So there's a bit of delays here, I believe, right?
The other way around.
Oh, we're early in the schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least they're the schedule I have.
Maybe they switched it up. We'll try and follow the action. We have Nilo Norpa. Tommy, when will we see you driving behind the steering wheel at the Nürburgring? Yeah, I want to know that as well. What I've seen about Tommy, and I like Tommy, but he's only been talking at the Nürburgring so far. So I hear rumors about Tommy driving an EV next year. So maybe we will see him in an EV and a Tesla. I know stuff is going on behind the scenes. So Nilo, we will probably see Tommy in a Tesla next year. Fritte, if Tommy gets to race control, that would be nice to go to race control and show that this is like next level stuff. It's like NASA technology following the action on the track. If we go there, Fritte, about your question, we will show you the setup they have there at the Nürburgring. Maybe it's actually Tommy. Are you with us there? Where are you going? Where are you at right now, bro?
I'm actually here at the race control tower.
Now your sound is really bad, though.
My sound's bad.
Mic not working.
Mic not working, bro.
The usual.
You should fire Max, though. It's time for Max to go, man. I think we had enough of this now.
Is it better?
You know, I only give these ribs to people I appreciate, and I think Max is a nice guy, so I don't want to make people upset that I'm picking on Max, but this is what I do. It's how I work. I'm sorry.
But this is not fixed now.
No, it's no.
Yeah, it's because we are here in the race control tower.
I'm getting the sound from the camera, but not the mic, so it's really low. I think it's too low. You have to fix the mic first, my friend. So in the meantime, we'll try and investigate a bit more. David, did you get to the results on what's going on live now, for example? What's the live timing says now?
I think the Extreme and Super Lights should start soon.
Yeah, I don't think you're in the transmission, though.
I am.
You are, okay. Yeah, okay, so we'll see Extreme and Super Lights soon. That's going to be interesting, and see where the benchmark is at now. I really like that. I think, am I right that Niklas is the fastest car so far? Niklas Porsche is the fastest car in all the classes right now.
No, it's not.
Who is the fastest?
Niklas is third.
Third, and which are faster? Let's investigate that.
Bernd Neundorfer. It's 3
Oh,
seconds.
so the 330 is faster. No? No, that was another Bernd, right?
I don't know.
No, we can hear Tommy. Good. Yeah, okay, you just saved Max's job now. You just
Here you
saved
have the
Max's job.
quickest times.
Directing these guys here at the paddock, as Robert and Max did quite well, in my opinion. Otherwise than you, Mikke, said. But we are here in race control tower, and as you can see, a lot of screens from all around the track. And we can actually see this, the glass that's running on the track. We have cars that stopped here at the track, and the camera changed its view.
Oh, and they can send the rescue that way and just give the flags on the right post and stuff. How many marshals are on the track, or are they relying on this sort of surveillance?
The exact number, I don't know. But I bet they have decent amount of them. As you can see on the picture here, they still have the usual flag marshals. So, like any other track, I would say.
Nice. So security is very high here. Do you know how many rescue vehicles they have and stuff like that nature?
What I saw today, there was like 3 or 5 in total. So quite many.
It's a big track. It's a big track.
Yes. And then here we can see we have Robert and his colleague. They are giving a speech about the event, and now they are actually talking about the car that stopped at the track. And you can all hear it at the track for the audience. Unfortunately, they're hearing in Germany, so I can understand so much about what they are talking. And here they have the live timing, and then they here have a few pictures also from the track. So,
but why aren't they following our broadcast?
I think, Mikke, they have something to do.
Okay. I disagree with that as well.
But I heard some questions that when is Tommy going to be running at this track?
Yes.
It's true that so far I've been only making these live broadcasts here.
Yeah.
Mikke, why is it so that I'm always here?
You can't shift the blame on me on this one. I don't think you can shift the blame on me on this one. No.
Maybe you could change this.
Sorry, guys, to interrupt you, but have a look. We talked about Superlap go sub 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Can we get the live timing?
Yeah, the Extreme Lotus.
Oh, the Polish. Oh, he's coming to Sweden and Poland next year. We just have
2
a
minutes,
summary.
00316. That's
no,
really
not
good
yet.
time.
Oh, he needs to go
and
another.
I bet it's not far that they're going to sub 2
tenths.
minutes on this track, which is really, really, really fast.
Oh, well, that Polish MFer, he's gonna come to Poland, to Finland and to Sweden if he goes under 2 minutes. So he better do it. He better do it.
We are all excited to
Or
see that.
Max is fired, you know?
Yes. So now we have super lights at the track and extreme cars.
These are the big boys, basically.
Yes. You could
And
say
we didn't
The
meet
big
him.
and the small.
Big and the small, yes, that's right. The one who shrank in the laundry, who are really cool also.
I wouldn't say the super lights are the small guys either. They are really fast cars.
Fast but small. They're still small,
Yes.
my friend. But you know what? We actually had. Can we get like maybe you have a banner you can prepare for Tadeo Zagallo, because it's a newly built car from Sweden and Scandinavia, and he is participating in the extreme class. Can we get him in the picture, David, please? It'd be nice.
Hold on.
Because there is a Team Scandinavia guy here, and he is out right now. And this car, it's like still under construction, so it's like they're hoping to get a lot of technical data. They work with Link ECU. You also work with them, Tommy. So they are working mostly to get data and not really to win anything here right now, right?
Yes. Basically, the car is new, and they are testing it out here. So far, they have had a bit of action with the car, but they have done pretty good. We'll see what the rest of the day will bring for them, and hopefully, I could have a few words with Tadeusz actually at the paddock.
There you have him. He's there in the banner. He's a good-looking Brazilian guy. So really cool. Someone from Brazil who has competed in American Time Attack, goes to Sweden, rents a car from us to participate, and then he signs up for the season, actually develops his car and runs his Porsche Cayman he has instead. And now he is bringing the new extreme car with real CFD aerodynamics on it onto the track. So 10 out of 10 in the spirit of Time Attack and crazy ideas, I think.
Yes. But now we will take a short technical break. I think you guys are good with Mikke for a while.
No, we'll show a movie.
Back into live.
Yeah, leave us, Tommy, and I will introduce the video we'll show. We'll take a break. I will have a bathroom break, and you will get a break from me as well. I would love to have some more questions. Shut up, Tommy. I would love some more questions in the chat. Hit us up in the chat. Ask us anything. We'll get Tommy to get there. We'll get Max to go there before he gets fired. And I'll try and answer some questions as well. So what we will see now is something that I can actually say I'm proudly the director and producer of. Although, to be honest, David, my producer here, is the guy who's done most of the hard work. It's a mini documentary that we showed you in 2019. It was a video that we produced with a sponsor. Actually, the winner of the supercar class that year. It was the first ever trip down to Germany with Team Scandinavia. And we did a 3-part documentary, and we will show you all 3 parts during this broadcast whilst we take breaks. And they are on our YouTube channel, timeattack.tv, which is to change the name of for today, which of course also means there will be a lot of nice things for next year in this channel, a bit more international content here, if you want it, of course. So, with that being said, let's see not yet, but in a minute you will see the first part of a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of like atmosphere, and why you actually do this trip. Like I asked the Polish gentleman, why would you do such a long trip to Germany for 1 day of racing? And I think that these 3 parts and this full documentary really gives us a good perspective on the atmosphere and all the activities you do outside of racing. And actually, to steal some of the words that one of the winning drivers said that year, that you actually kind of don't go there just for the racing. You actually go there mainly for the whole experience, and let's call it the memories outside the track, the friends you meet there, the food you ate, the typical German food, the atmosphere around the ring. And I remember that year there was some, I believe the championship was still called VLN back then. So there was an 8-hour race or a 6-hour race there on the Nordschleife. And yeah, it's a full pilgrimage. You went there for the full weekend, did a bunch of stuff. And then, of course, we did the racing and got to know competitors from other countries and raced against them and had fun with them. And also, rumors say that the after party at these events are very wet and crazy, and actually some televisions don't actually survive the after parties, and people get billed for broken televisions at these after parties. So yeah, it's a bit crazy, more or less. So David, how long are we from part 1?
Few seconds. Hold on.
We are 2 seconds now. Okay.
I just forgot to prepare this.
Yeah, we're just setting things up, and you will get a break from me and just enjoy this video. It has English subtitles and English voiceover to lead you through it. And then we will be back. When are Superlaps, by the way? Superlaps are in 17...
Should be like in an hour or so.
Yeah,
more than
so
that.
In that time, we will show you 1 part, maybe 2 parts, and we will see what Tommy can find on his journey in the pit area. And guys, come on, ask us questions in the chat. Give us some shout outs to the drivers you support. We want to see people engaged in this broadcast. Even though it's our first one and we know we have a lot of stuff to learn and improve on, we will do that as long as you're interested in that.
Okay, we are ready.
Okay, so I'm going to take a break and enjoy a documentary by our company, mine and David's company, Superior Media. This is the European Time Attack Championship in 2019. Thank you.
In Sweden, one of the most popular motorsports is time attack, a battle on racetracks against the clock to determine the most capable driver and well-built machine in synergy.
Nya ribban för gatgodkända R-däck är därmed 1:18,9.
Becoming a champion in each of the 6 classes is a challenge people come back to season after season. Time Attack is the only motorsport where you can see an exotic supercar face off against a garage-built tuning monster. Amateurs in street cars share the same pit area as professionals in extreme cars banned in all other forms of racing. This season marked a record number of different drivers racing, big brands as partners, and even a guest appearance by a true time attack legend from Japan. Now, it's time to share what finished off a fantastic season, when 2 of the Swedish champions were sent to the world's most well-known racetrack in Germany to compete in the European Championship.
Bara känna stämningen här på Nürburgring och att allt är så stort och mäktigt. Det är jättehäftigt att få testa en sån här professionell bana. Om jag kan inspirera någon annan att göra det, eller flera andra, så att vi kan bli ett gäng, så det vore ju fantastiskt kul.
It's a sunny but cold Saturday noon at the Nürburgring. Each weekend, top-level motorsports gather here. Today, the German long-distance championship VLN is here with a starting grid of over 150 vehicles. Most noticeable with their ferocious looks and vicious grunt are the SP9 GT3 category cars, usually backed by the big German manufacturers. Our journey starts here, in the famous Brunchen corner, where people gather to eat chips, sausages with plenty of mayo, and even more beers, to watch the sometimes crazy overtakes at breakneck speeds. The first part of the Swedish team has arrived at Nürburgring. It's Pro Street champion Tommy Grobert that leads the expedition. Being an experienced journeyman with many participations in VLN previously, this Västerås native is well at home at Nürburgring and acts as host to the rest of the team.
Maten här nere är ju bra om man gillar rejäl mat med korv och kött och grejer. Men jag menar, en VLN-dag, då käkar man ju kurvurst och dricker bitburger. Det är det som gäller. Så får man en jävla massa pommes frites med majonnäs. Så att man lär inte äta något mer de närmsta dagarna. Så är man ju som Michelin-gubbe nästa år. Men det är liksom själva den här känslan att ha det här, ha den här biran. Och sen hade vi kanonväder igår och bara må bra. Så att ja, det är ju energiboost deluxe. Och sen titta på alla de här galningarna som far omkring. Det var en som sa det till mig när vi körde 24 timmar sedan för några år sedan. Så cyklade vi runt kvällen innan och så stannade vi och snackade med alla fans och allting sådär. Och då har man en sån här tagg att man är chaufför och de ville bjuda på bärs och de ville snacka. Och då var det en som sa det att ni är våra gladiatorer när ni kör omkring här. Och att få titta på er. Och det kände jag samma sak igår när jag stod där och tittade på de här chaufförerna. Och hur de far omkring här på den här banan i den farten.
Tommy won his ultra-competitive class this season in Sweden with a hand-picked weapon imported specifically for his first true season in time attack, a 650 horsepower Dodge Viper ACR. He comes down to the ring extra early to use the VLN test day before today's event. It's been a race in itself just to get the car to Germany on such a short notice to compete in the European Championship.
Det fanns ju inga upplägg överhuvudtaget. Vi fick reda på det här för 2,5-3 veckor sedan. Och då var ju bilen nedplockad. Vi hade börjat plocka ner den inför vintern. Så att det här vart ju panikmecka. Veckan innan, jag var varenda dag i verkstaden, hela helgen, varenda kväll. Jocke körde på och skruva som vanligt. Vi lyckades ju dra ihop skiten, jobba stenhårt, åka till Gelleråsen och testa för en vecka sedan. Funkar något sån här, vi tyckte ljudet var okej och bilen funkar okej.
The test run like clockwork. Tommy used his skill as a long-distance racing driver to pick apart sections of the track one by one. And with the help of his trusted mechanic Joachim and further assistance from Time Attack Club class driver Johan Palmqvist, the Viper, with some adjustments, seemed to like the track.
Det här är en process. Processen började redan i fredags när vi körde testerna. Och vi har ju hållit på att skruva hela tiden. Det har varit motigt, det har varit lite framåt och lite bakåt och vi har ju jagat fäste framförallt hela tiden. Sen har jag inte kört den här banan med så här mycket kraft och så här mycket downforce. Så det är samma att jag har ju plockat fram positionerna hela tiden, plockat bort tiondelarna strukturerat för att inte köra av och tappa ännu mer tid och kanske köra sönder.
The Nürburgring itself is most well known for its long, slithering track across the entire city of Nürburgring, called the Nordschleife. Running over 20 kilometers, most people like to call it the Green Hell. It's the ultimate benchmark, and often used by car manufacturers to show the performance a vehicle is capable of. Tommy had just enough time to get back to his roots and ended his test day with 2 hot laps around this inferno of high-speed turns and technical challenges for both car and driver. In the end, the lap times are nearly identical. There's no clearer proof of a driver being in harmony than that.
Att komma ner hit och veta att man ska tävla här nere, det är väldigt tryggt för mig. För det här är ju som min andra hemmabana. Jag har varit här nere och tävlat i 5-6 år. Jag kan miljön, jag vet exakt hur allting ser ut, jag vet hur det fungerar. Och det gör ju att man är väldigt i sin komfortzon. Det är alltid när man kommer till något helt nytt. Man vet inte exakt hur man ska ta sig in på banan. Man vet liksom inte det här. Det skapar alltid lite stress. Men så att jag känner mig trygg hela tiden. Och jag visste exakt hur banan går. Jag vet hur jag ska köra banan. Så att jag har känt mig väldigt trygg där. I fredags då, när vi var nöjda med setupen och hade 45 minuter kvar, då bestämde jag mig. Då gick jag ut och körde 4 varv på Nordslingan. När man väl kom ut där och fick köra de första 2 varven som var lite kantiga, man var liksom inte inne i rytmen. Men sen 3:e varvet, det kom tillbaka så här till en och leendet bara växte. Man fick det här flowet, det här som man är helt underbart med just den här banan. Så att den känslan, det var ju liksom nästan som man fick en liten tår när man hade kört de här 4 varven. Det gick inte speciellt fort för bilen var ju gjord för en bansetup. Den var ju alldeles för låg, den skrapade i överallt. Jag ville inte köra sönder någonting. Men liksom det räcker bara att känna det här och miljön. För att det är ändå så här, det finns ju bara en sån här bana i hela världen.
In the next episode, the rest of Team Sweden arrives, and we meet Fredrik, the giant slayer Gehammer. His naturally aspirated Honda Civic looking to make an impact on top of its Porsche-beating Club Challenge Championship. We get to see what the rest of Europe has to offer from countries like Russia, Switzerland, Netherlands, and of course, the home country, Germany. This mini-series will conclude with some big news that will change European time attack forever. So pencil in September 27, 2020, and we'll see you here again soon. Thanks for watching. In Sweden, one of the most popular motorsports is time attack, a battle on racetracks against the clock to determine the most capable.
All right. Mickey is not back. I don't know what's going on here. So we'll take a look at the live timing right now. See how that looks. Should have been done with the extreme cars. That Lotus didn't get down to below the 2-minute mark though. Super lights, yeah, on a few laps. Our friend Zagallo has made a 2:25. Decent for still early in development of that car. Patrick Mueller, it's that Evo that Robert was showing us in the start. Done a 2:07. Other than that, as the schedule, it should be right now some drifting. It's the Superlaps for the German series. They are going to run that first. And after that, we will finish off the European time attack. When Mickey is away, I'll try to get up the episode 2 from European time attack in 2019. So we can look at that in the meantime. Mickey is a parent. He got a baby, 8-month baby, so maybe it was something with the baby he had to take care of last minute. But here you have the episode 2 from 2019.
Saturday evening. Nürburgring, Germany. As soon as the massive trailers and equipment from German top teams have disappeared, a different kind of race cars and people arrive. They come from all ends of society, class, and level of skill. From the do-it-yourself track day pocket rocket to cars with horsepower in the 4 figures. Among these is an inconspicuous young man from Kalmar, Sweden, together with his father. Their humble white Honda Civic only catches the eye of hardcore tuning guys. It shows very little signs of being the fastest car in Sweden's track day class Club Challenge, where it outran many cars well over 400 horsepower with its naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine.
Fredrik Ehammar började köra go-kart när jag var 11. Efter dess har väl alltid motintresset funnits, men gått lite till och från med möjligheter. Nej, men det har varit jättekul att börja med Time Attack när det blir lite tävlingsmoment. För innerst inne är man väl en tävlingsmänniska i alla fall. Så att det har varit jätteroligt den här säsongen, och min bil har jag haft i 5 år nu och haft en likadan innan dess. Så det kändes naturligt att testa på Time Attack med den. Den är inte så effektstark, men den går bra i kurvorna, så det räcker långt.
The German Time Attack organizers, together with their Dutch partners, are responsible for European Time Attack Masters. This year, they've extended a serious invitation to Sweden, who answers the challenge and sent Fredrik with another class winner, Tommy Gråberg, who we met in the previous episode. Also along for the riders, several other Swedish drivers who signed up and joined the overseas adventure as true Vikings.
Mitt namn är Peter Naprotti. Jag är 42 år och har hållit på med trackday sedan 2010. Och efterhand som det rullar på så har man utvecklats. Man har känt att man vill köra under mer tydliga, seriösa, väl uppstyrda förhållanden. Då kom jag i kontakt med Time Attack nu för 2 år sedan, tror jag det var. 2017 då gjorde jag min första körning på Mantorp. Så att, och jag åker en liten udda bil som är en BMW 330 diesel, en F30 från 2015 med en sportautomat.
Jag heter Simon Strand och testar Time Attack i år första gången. Haft jävligt skoj. Jag kör BMW M2. Jag jobbar med produktutveckling på Volvo lastvagnar. Och det är liksom kul att testa gränserna i praktiken också. Inte bara i teorin och på jobbet. Så det är kul att leva ut sina drömmar privat också.
All members go through scrutinizing technical checks and meet their hosts. The atmosphere is loose and excited. As always, all drivers have some last-minute work to do on their cars before morning. But before midnight, everyone has left the ring and hit the bed for a precious few hours of sleep. Race day. The European Championships in Time Attack are on the line. What was once a dream about international glory in this grassroots community are a few good laps away from being settled.
Tonight I'm feeling me, gonna make an ugly scene.
The format is different than in Sweden. Here, all the participants have several training sessions before one qualifying session to get to the top 5 Superlap finals.
Det är häftigt att få köra på den. Jag har övat lite i simulator innan, men det var roligare i verkligheten faktiskt. Lite mer effekt hade ju inte skadat. När man kommer upp på 6ans växel så är det som att köra in i en mur med min liksom. På warm-upen hängde efter en Ferrari F40 och till slut fick han släppa om mig. Han körde ifrån mig på rakerna såklart, men det gick bra.
Det jag inte hade förväntat mig var att den har sina stigningar, att det går ner upp. Långa svepande kurvor, helt fantastiskt fin asfalt, inga ojämnheter. Det är nästan så att den påminner om Nürburgrings klassiska nordslinga, fast betydligt fräschare. Kräver en del teknik. Jag undrar hur bra det hade gått om man hade kört den några gånger fler. Men framförallt då att man får planera hur man kommer in i stigningar, chikaner och hela den biten. Ja, men på något sätt, den har ett flyt. Fruktansvärt bra flyt. Även om det är några tajta kurvor så känns det aldrig liksom jobbigt så farligt. Bred bana, stabil, gott, passar riktigt bra för ett sånt här event tycker jag då.
Det är en dröm liksom. Man spelar tv-spel. Den här banan har man kört sedan man var liten. Och nu fick man uppfylla den.
Tommy's Viper is easily one of the most startling cars in the pit area. American muscle always causes Germans to react differently. His main competitor is indeed a German engineering masterpiece. The fastest 911 ever built, the 991 GT2 RS, driven by a fearless Russian. Comparing their test session lap times, Tommy is suddenly the underdog. But being an experienced warrior, he knows the battle in the end could be won in many ways, and he thinks he's found a chink in the Russian team's well-built armor.
Jag trodde ändå på det, för att jag visste ju att den här GT2 RS, han kör ju då på de här Michelin Club tvärdäcken. Och de var ju klippt nya i morse när han började. Han har ju hett upp dem ett antal gånger per dag idag och varje gång så tappar de lite grann. Och jag hade på känn att jag kunde köra mellan 2-3 tiondelar snabbare. Så att jag var ganska positiv när jag stod på griden. Och så, jag vet ingenting riktigt om den här chauffören, men jag vet inte om han är tävlingsförare.
After the qualifying sessions, the Swedes have performed well. Peter's family diesel car is just seconds away from getting to the finals, while Simon Strand finds his entry-level BMW M2 is mechanically outmatched in the supercars class, but performs good lap times and can leave to return to Gothenburg proud.
Nej, men jag har fokuserat på banan och alltså banan är svår, men det är det som är det kul också att det är bara nöta och testa fler gånger, testa olika vinklar in i kurvorna, bromsa senare. Och jag är jävligt nöjd med banan. Jag kunde bara önska att det var en dag till här på plats.
Idag har jag blivit 6:a utav 16 personer i klubb tvåhjulsdrivet och jag var 1/10 från finalen. Minnen är ju det här bara att jag har inte riktigt hunnit smälta det ännu, men gemenskapen. Vi är 4 stycken som är här idag. 3 fick köra i supercars och jag i en klass då i klubb. Men alla med totalt helt olika bilar och fantastisk gemenskap som det brukar vara på Time Attacks körningar med. Som jag tycker att det finns en kompisvänskap oavsett om du åker en supersnabb bil eller en väldigt enkel. Jag menar, det är sjukt imponerande vilka resultat vi har gjort här idag.
Tommy's Viper has qualified for the final. And so has, against all odds, as usual, Fredrik's severely underpowered Honda in the Pro two-wheel drive class against fierce competition.
Ja, det var väl 2 Mazda Miata med turbo och säcklåda om jag fattat det rätt. Och jag blev omkörd på warm-upen av en och de har bra mer effekt än vad jag har, så jag var nöjd.
In the next episode, we find out how Fredrik and Tommy do when they battle it out for European Championship medals in Superlap style, where it's one shot, one lap that counts. And we also hear an announcement that will impact the future of Swedish and European Time Attack. Thanks again for watching, and make sure to follow Time Attack on all the relevant channels.
Yeah, we're back here. Back again with the, let's see here if we can set the sound. Yeah, good. So, what are we doing here in this timing schedule? We got a new file for a time schedule. Is it the same one or is it changed now, David?
Yeah, it's slightly changed. It's 20 minutes before, as I thought.
Yeah. So we got Superlap finals at...
In an hour or so. That's
in an hour or so. Good. That means that we are now having a little bit of time to meet other competitors, and we can also check some questions in the chat. We have a question here from Fritte. Let's see if I got this right. If anything is wrong, doesn't work, It's Mac's fault. Yes. The answer is yes. No, really. Thank you, Max, for helping us. We only rip people we like. Nilo Norpa, thanks all folks. Have a nice day, and you should take coffee break. Tommy offers coffee. Yes, that's right. Rattanen Motorsports does have its coffee brand. Robin Antonsson is asking, has Tadeo driven anything yet? So can we get the results for the extreme class, David? Maybe we got, we didn't, I don't know if we finished that session before we took our break.
Well, I did show them that when you were away and left me alone.
Ah, poor guy, man. Poor guy. You see, Matteus took, no, he never went under 2 minutes. So hopefully in the Superlaps, he will be able to do it. And then we have Patrick Mueller with the TCR car.
No.
Sergio, no, that's the third place. Yeah, that's the Evo. Then you have the TCR car in the third place, Sergio Kuhn. That just edges out Niklas' car, right? Or did Niklas get edged out by anyone else in the Pro Class car? Pro Class.
Niklas drives in the Supercar class.
Yeah, but overall in the event, did somebody drive faster than him in the Pro Class? Yeah, we have quite a few here that have driven faster than him. So Niklas, you need to step it up. We need to meet Niklas and actually talk to him. He's a nice guy, so it'd be nice to hear some track conditions and stuff. So hopefully we can get Tommy, our reporter, to talk some Swedes.
Charge his phone and stuff.
I wonder if any of our drivers have gotten the link so they can get into the lobby here and give us some reports, so we don't have to rely on Tommy all that much. It would have been nice. So anyway, right now we have a sort of break on the track, or what's going on the track. Anybody know? Is it like free track time right now? They have these track day session times as well.
It should be if you look at the schedule, it should be some drifting going on right now.
Okay, yeah.
There's Superlaps for the European starts at 4:10.
So in 10 minutes.
What?
Okay,
now I'm looking at it again. They switched that around, so they finish with the German time attack instead. They should have finished with the European time attack, but the new schedule is way different. So okay.
I guess that's in a way for everyone following here good news. So in 10 minutes we'll have the European time attack Superlap finals. But for us, from what we prepared, seems like we're gonna have to hustle quite a bit more than just getting left alone because I had to get some food. Sorry about that. So can we get Tommy? Tommy, is anyone seeing what's going on the track since we are getting Superlap finals soon? Seems like we will have a hard time to meet our Swedish drivers. Now I see Tommy's camera is at least on again. So we'll see if we can get some sound from him and see if we can snatch some Swedish drivers before they do the Superlaps. It would be so fun to talk to them before they go out in their Superlap bubble you go into, and you start to mentally prepare to just do one single lap, because like one lap will determine the whole competition. This is not like one session and your best lap time counts. It's just one out lap, one attack lap, and that counts. And if you fail, then you're done, brother. Yeah, it seems like that we are actually watching now. So thanks for that, Tommy. Or Max, maybe?
No, it's videos we got from Florian. These
are old videos. Okay, this is from earlier today. That's nice. So we have some highlights here from earlier today. There's no sound on these, right? No, maybe it's not very interesting sound. So you see a very nice lineup here of European time attack and German time attack cars. And, I've been saying that since we went down there. I'm seeing it everywhere. Now we have some. Or is this from earlier today as well?
Yes,
it is. Wow.
A lot of cars.
Really impressive. I'm just enjoying too. Nice. Now it's a pit area. Now they have the show cars and all the crowd and the spectators. A lot of vendors there selling stuff, and then you have the drift competition way back over there. Yeah. Oh, this is Tadeo Zagallo working on his car.
Yeah, they're taping the hole for the intercooler because
That's actually Carl Wienberg.
So
wow.
we need more. We need to get up in temps, not down. So you are now closing the intercooler? Yeah, we're closing it off a little bit so we don't get as much air into the system, into the intercooler. Oh, okay. Lock it off a little bit. Okay, and duct tape is your friend. Duct tape is the best. Yeah, okay.
Duct tape is the best. Duct tape is the winning concept in Time Attack for many years. Oh, more duct tape video. Yeah, I can hear you, Tommy. So we're watching the video here. This is another. Yeah, let this replay because replay the video, David, because I want to say something about that. This is a Acura NSX, I think, or maybe a Honda NSX, and they've just raised a car that's worth maybe 100,000 and more euros to its limits, and they crashed it, which sometimes happens, and they are just taping it together and racing it again. So 2 thumbs up to whatever the name of that team is. This is the spirit of Time Attack. This is the spirit of Ayrton Senna, who was involved in developing the car. That's what he would have wanted as well, that you race that MFR until it doesn't race, and you fix and you race it again. So yeah, move on, please.
So I can jump in now.
Yeah, Tommy, can you please join us here? We were watching some clips Florian sent us before, just to give us some atmosphere. Where are you at right now? You're at the lineup. Are we preparing for the Superlaps?
People are waiting still. It's a bit of a stop now as they are securing the track after crash. But
okay.
You can see all the cars, they are waiting here at the paddock boxes. And after they have cleaned the track, I think it's good to go for the finals. And as you might have mentioned today, it's another way around. We will start from Extreme and Superlap classes on the European Time Attack Master Finals.
So, Tommy, has Max left you? Are you alone now?
Yes, unfortunately, as you spoke too many times that we might get Max fired, he had to go. And now I'm alone here, so unfortunately I'm really sorry about the sound quality, but I'm trying to do my best here to have you a visual and sound from the track.
That's good, man. Appreciate that. And thank you, Max, for your efforts. You know, we were only fooling around a bit about firing you. Now we need you back. So come back, Max, if you can.
Oh, really? He had to go for the social media content. That was
yeah.
job here today.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Max, and thank you to the German Time Attack organizers for hooking us up. So Tommy, you know, we got a bit of a cold shower, it's called in Swedish here, kalldusch, that they actually switched around the finals, and they're doing the Superlap for the European Time Attack finals first, and then they do the Germans. So it's good news in a way for us, but thanks, David, that's like the current schedule. So yeah, if I'm gonna ask Florian to be fired, my friend Florian at the German Time Attack Masters, because now, you know, we have very little time to prepare for the finals. But we'll do the best of it, right?
You can't predict everything. Sometimes you just have to adapt.
Yeah, that's what winners do. They just adapt and they say, screw it, we'll do the best we can with this. Yeah, you don't whine about being...
I'm actually now walking back to the pit boxes and trying to catch a few Swedish drivers before start of the finals. We will do this way that I will give them headphones and you can personally ask the questions from the drivers.
Yeah.
Should we start with Nicholas here?
You can start with Tony, I think, because he's the one that's going to be running first of everyone.
I'm really sorry, I can see.
No,
Oh,
no, it's the other
Tony.
way around. Who is going to run first, David? No, Extreme. Isn't Tadeu going to run first?
Yes, Extreme is going to first.
Well, give us Tadeu, really quickly, Tadeu, a quick one. A quickie with Tadeu. He's probably in the car, but it's just... maybe, did he even qualify? Did he qualify for the final?
I think they're happy to work with the car, so...
I don't think Tadeu qualified for the final, to be honest. Or is he? Oh, he's there. Was that him?
No, that's a Polish driver with the Lotus.
Oh, yeah, that's the Lotus.
That's
no, he was P8, so we missed out. So great effort there, Tadeu. We will talk to you later. Get Niklas.
Yes.
Get Niklas. Get a handsome guy from Västerås into the broadcast.
Doing my best.
Yes. So we'll see the... Well, he has a really easy job here. Let's be honest here. Let's not bullshit that he's got one competitor and he was like 10 seconds slower than him in qualification. So Niklas is driving for honors today.
Say hello.
Hey everybody.
Hello, Tony.
Shortly, I'll be interviewing Niklas first and then a few words with you before the finals. Good. See you soon.
Such a happy guy. Gotta love that.
Yes. We'll see what Niklas is doing. Niklas, are you going out? I think it's better this time to leave Niklas focus on the last final lap. Maybe we should do an interview after the final lap with him.
Yeah, well, you have to be ready by the garage because when they come back from their super laps, you will know if they're champions or not, and we can actually congratulate them right away. But I like that we can keep...
I'm sure that I'll be here in time. But now maybe it's better time to have Tony on the line for a moment.
Yeah, man, as he's available, sure.
Oh, yes, he is. Tony, would you have a moment?
Yes, sir.
Here are the headphones. Okay. Hear them on the phone.
Yeah.
Hello, Tony. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So now I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, Tony. How you doing, man? You're always so happy. You're happy with the qualifying? Do you have more to offer, or do you feel that P2 is like all the best you can do?
No, I got a little bit left, but we're starting to push what the car and the driver can do under these circumstances. But hopefully we can do a little better in the couple of corners that I've been struggling a little bit with. But the car's running good, and yeah, the competitors it's super even, so it's a little bit nervous with this so close with other cars, but it's also super fun. So.
We mentioned before that you are running on Continental street tires, actually, the Sport Contact 7, which is like the closest thing a street tire can come to a semi-slick. So, since the track is heating up a bit, I would assume, do you feel it's an advantage for your tires, or are you still at a disadvantage at this point?
At this point, now when we're talking Superlap, so I don't need to push so many laps. I think that I'm at the advantage because I don't need to work out the temperature so much. I will get the tire in the window immediately, and even if it's a couple of damp spots on the track or anything, that the Sport Contact 7 will handle that super good. So that's making me confident with the grip, with the on the ground, because the tires will do good in all conditions. So that's a good thing not to worry about.
That sounds encouraging. So have you scouted your opponent right now that took P1? What do you know about that car and their setup?
That's a really hardcore car, and it's a super light car. And I don't know exactly what tire, because I think it was like a rally or some different brand who's not that known. But that car is super light, and also another one, Horst, he's running Nankang CRSs. So, but it's been fun. Everybody come here and look at my tires and are super impressed what we're doing with these tires. So it's super fun.
So what you're saying, but in a very polite way, that they are running some very hardcore semi-slicks that are usually more adjustable and soft for time attack, and you're still giving them a run for their money.
Exactly. Good words. That's exactly what I'm meaning. So.
Okay, buddy, so I'm going to let you mentally prepare, but anything you want to say, like I asked the Polish driver, because you've done this trip a few times, you have a few championships under your belt. What makes you come back year after year, both in Sweden and also in... What's so fun about Time Attack?
Time Attack is so fun because it's... the level isn't super high, but when we're here, it all comes down to one lap time at the end, so it's not just doing many laps and hope for the best. It's so many things that makes it harder, because you have to set the lap on your stint, and you need to do it on a good position on the track compared to the other people. So it's so many variables to take in your head, and yeah, you got to do everything of those good at the same time. So it's super hard and not just pushing laps.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people get confused, that, you know, oh, I just build a 1,000 horsepower car and I'll be good. And it's not like that, because there's so many different things you have to manage at the same time. So can I ask you, what's your thought process going into a normal qualifying session and now going into the Superlap setup with just one out lap and then the attack lap counts?
I'm going to do like the same thing I always do. But even in the qualification and the training, I always prepare the first lap thinking like this is a super lap. So I'm taking the out lap and I'm going on a really hard first lap. So yeah, on all the stints I'm practicing super laps. So that's why I like it, and I'm pretty comfortable with it to give it all on that one lap.
And at the same time, that seems that mindset suits wonderfully, because the street tire, even though maybe it doesn't get as many attack laps in a session, it gets in the window really quick and it's very predictable. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. That's so if I don't need to push another super good lap, I need to go into the pit and wait a little bit and get the temperature down, and then I can go out and do another try. But I can't push like 10 hard laps, but I can do 1, 2, maybe 3, and then but for the most optimal, 1 lap, and then adjust tire pressure and then go for a few good hard attacks.
Okay. Well, good luck to you and good luck to Continental. And like we spoke about in a very good way, I think, it's not like, oh, this tire is great. There are advantages and there are disadvantages, but it sounds like you have a really nice, what's it called? You have a nice cards on your hand right now.
Yeah, the whole recipe is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Tony. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So, Tommy, can you take the... Oh, we have Niklas still here. Maybe we can have a word with his father or something, or maybe just let them race.
No, I'm back.
Yeah, hello, Tommy. So, do you think we can get a word with maybe Niklas' father, Stefan, or someone? Because, I mean, even though he has the lap time he wants to set to beat, like Tommy Gråberg's time and other people who have done GT3 RS lap times at the GP circuit, so you can compare. Can we get someone from the team a few words, or?
Let's see. I'll ask for him if he's available.
His name is Stefan.
Are you busy at the moment, or would you like to have a few words with Mikke?
Not now, please.
Yeah, not now. I understand totally. So.
Boring.
No, you have to remember that what they are here for.
I know.
For the last lap.
I know. I'm just having fun.
You are not a driver, so I understand you don't know about
it. No,
it.
I don't know anything, man. I don't know why I'm even sitting here. I don't know why people
it's same with
even
all
listen
of us.
to me. But listen, so let's try.
Preparing for the finals, as you can see.
Yeah, is there any tension in the pit area, or do you feel that like people are really?
Well, everybody's waiting for the extreme classes to do the first warm-up lap. They are still on the lap. So
David, can you show us the schedule again so we can see which running order there is on the classes?
The extreme class and the super light start.
Cool. And then, yeah, there you have the schedule. And you see that we'll start with extreme and super light, and then we go over to the pro and supercars where Niklas will run. So that is in like, yeah, they think they are behind in the schedule now, I think, actually.
the extreme cars are going for the fast lap now. And also the pro class is lining up. The cars are coming in now. This is the pro class drivers. Also, Niklas is going out.
Nice. Well, again, he has to battle the glory of previous supercar class participants from Scandinavia and see if he can beat their lap time. Because, yeah. But Tony is running in the session after this one. So in that session that is lined up now is supercars with pro class cars, and we have the extreme cars out now. Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
Nice. So can we get the live timing and see what we are actually pushing in the extreme class? Do you remember the last time that Sami set in? Did he only do wet laps or has he done a dry lap here?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, Tommy, your teammate Sami Sivonen, the world champion Audi R8, did he put any dry laps on this track or just wet laps?
I believe in 2022 it wasn't actual wet track, but it wasn't even dry, but something from in between. So I could count those as a dry laps compared to 2023 when it was raining so quite heavily during the time.
Yeah, but what is the personal best for the R8 at this track? You know this?
If I remember right, it was low 150.
No, that's not right.
It's something there, 155.
55 is not a low 50, my friend.
Everything under 55 is low 50.
Under 55, sure, yeah, but...
Yes. I can remember I wasn't with them during the time here, so I don't have exact knowledge about the lap times during that. But in 2023 they did the wet lap that was 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Are we getting on lap 1 the actual... Yeah, we're getting the attack lap, or are we... No, that's not the out lap, right? This is the attack lap that we get.
This is the attack laps, yeah.
Good. So, Mateusz, our Polish friend, not under 2 minutes yet, did not capitalize on his previous best and is 2:01 here. But it seems that his competitors are not finding the groove either. So 2:08, 2:08, 2:11, 2:14. This is not very good. Is the track... What's going on here? Why are the lap times so poor? Tommy, what's the weather like? What's going on? Or are they not getting temperature on the tires?
I don't know. Temperature itself is okay, and it's not raining. It's dull, like you can see the gray sky. You can see sun is shining somewhere far away from here, but it's not raining, so I can't say that it's bad weather. And you can see the track surface is dry also.
Yeah, well, these lap times were... they've done better lap times in qualifying, so I think it's definitely must be a temperature issue. Because these cars, I'm not sure, did you see any tire warmers during this session? And maybe that's not like a really common thing in this championship.
I don't know about the tire warmers. I have to admit, I've been with you guys, so I haven't had time to check the cars so much today.
This is my guess that maybe if Mateusz has tire warmers, the others team don't. That is the reason for the poor lap times. I hope they don't get angry with me saying that, but it's just extreme cars running these lap times, and we saw them in qualifying doing much better. Then, yeah, it is what it is. So does that mean that Mateusz is the European champion extreme? David?
Oh, something happened at the track.
It should be, yeah.
Safety car is preparing to go off.
Well, okay. Well, in that case, let's congratulate Mateusz to being the European champion in the extreme class. Can we get some applause or something of that nature? Do we have something like that prepared? Yeah. Poland, winning the gold in European time attacks extreme class. Yeah, looks like we have a situation. It would be nice with Robert, but I don't think we can get him because you were at his place last time when you had good sound, right? So, Tommy, I think it's a good opportunity to go to Tadeu to have an interview or something. Or maybe, well,
I'll
maybe
see
not.
if I find Tadeu from here.
Yeah, or
Because
someone
at
at
the
his
back
team.
box when I checked. Now we
You
have
can.
Tadeu's here.
Sorry?
Now we have Tadeu's here.
Okay, so
Oh,
give
he's
him
doing
the.
something with the car. Tadeu! Tadeu!
Tadeu, you better come here
Tadeu's
and do an
coming here.
interview.
Yes. You have time for a short interview.
Yeah, of course.
Here you go. Take this on. You will hear Mikkel's voice from there. He will tell you questions so you can answer them.
Hey, buddy. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good.
So nice to have you here. So nice to see the project progressing. I was giving you a nice intro before that you actually come from Brazil originally. You went to the US. You have raced in the US Time Attack Championship. You can please tell us a bit which championship and what it was. And then you came to Sweden and you like decided to build a crazy extreme car. So what the hell, man? Start somewhere along those lines.
Yeah, for sure. Like it kind of started a bit randomly. Bought a Miata, and then COVID hit. Got bored. Started building something. Yeah, I started with a couple. Like went to a bunch of different track day organizations. Eventually started running track days with SCCA, NASA. There was also a local one called Speed SF. But yeah, a few different organizations. And got hooked.
Yeah, so what was it that got you hooked? Because like you said, you did the track days first, but was it an actual time attack championship you participated in or just the track days in the US?
For me, it was mostly just the freedom of being able to modify the car and build something unique. I really liked learning and fitting new things. Cars was a new thing for me, so everything was on learning.
Maybe Tommy, can you go around the car and film it just while I'm talking to Tadeu?
He wants you to show the car.
Yeah, we can keep talking. So
Yeah.
please, and yeah, you liked the spirit of improving and building stuff on your own, right? Because you are an educated engineer, am I right?
Not quite. I'm a software engineer, so it doesn't, and self-taught, so it doesn't help too much.
But you're definitely
Yeah.
a tech guy who loves to like learn about things, right?
Yeah, for sure. That I can agree.
And then you came to Sweden, and then you decided to take your already quite nicely modified MX-5, and yeah, it seems like you have been a bit off the track.
Yeah.
And you decided to go full retard with this build. Tell us a bit about what the strategy is, not just for this season. This season is like more of a R&D season, right?
Yeah.
What's coming up in the future?
So the first thing is like we need more power, right? The car has massive aero, and right now we're only running 450 horsepower. That's nowhere near enough. We have a bunch of other things that we're figuring out. Like as you mentioned, you can see I'm bringing back some of the Nürburgring with me. We fought some issues with the ABS all day, unfortunately, and as I thought we had fixed it, the brakes are feeling good. Started getting more confident, slowly building up speed. No crazy lap times. It's still, in the, as you mentioned, development process. But yeah, I started getting a bit more confident, and then the ABS let me down, had a massive lockup, and went way deep into the gravel. But the good news is the aero is stout. Everything came out in one piece. The car drove back into the pits, so that's the silver lining, I guess.
Well, tell us how it is to come. You've been in Sweden. We have quite small tracks, but this is a really big track. So you basically mentioned one of the benefits that's like really big. What's it called? Crash zones, or if you go off the track, then yeah. So what's the experience like down at the legendary Nürburgring GP?
It was awesome. Like it was a bit wet and quite slippery in the morning, so that was a bit scary. It's a faster track, and there was no grip whatsoever. Not under braking, not under power, but it was awesome. Then now it's a little bit drier, lots more grip. The track is amazing. It's a dream come true, right? It's always a bit intimidating to come to a new track for the first time with a car that I'm still learning as well. But we try to prepare as much as we can. we tested the car the little bit we could. First at Gjelleråsen with Time New, then we took the dyno again to check the fixes that we had made. I did probably over 500 laps on the simulator over the past couple of weeks to try and, you know, make sure that I knew every turn with my eyes closed. Yeah, it was amazing. It's, you know, I look forward to coming back next year, and hopefully, you know, all the rescue crew was so nice. I was talking to them. Yeah, I look forward to seeing the car next year. I thought that was like, hopefully not in the same circumstances, but yes, it's been great.
Is that also something that can? I don't know how long you've done track days and racing, but that in Time Attack you are welcomed into this journey where everyone has once upon a day started out and done these amateur mistakes, been lost, been off the track, even not just building the car, but being these beginners at something. Is that something you could tell people is a good thing with Time Attack, that everyone is allowed to take that journey in their own steps?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think it's a great community, right? Like, people help. Like, they're usually more than happy to help out, give tips, and at the track as well, right? Like, people understand. Like, the safety crew came by. They were first thing, like, "Are you okay? Like, what happened?" And I told them, like, "Look, sorry, I apologize." They're like, "It's all good." Like, I told them the ABS had failed, and obviously they understand, right? Like, it's racing. This kind of stuff happens. Nobody likes it when it happens, but it is part of the game, and I think everyone is very understanding. Obviously, there's worse and more costly mistakes to be made, so I'm glad it wasn't anything more serious, but yeah, I think it's a nice way of learning, right? You go, you modify your car, you test a few things, and you see how it works, and the community is amazing. That's what I enjoy the most.
Nice. So for next year, it seems like you have stepped up in a very competitive class in Sweden. Also, now growing to the Scandinavian Time Attack and getting Finnish cars over. Do you look forward to the competition next year, and to at least what are your realistic goals?
Yeah, it's always difficult to set some goals. Personally, my biggest competition is always myself, right? I just want to improve the car and better every year. I try to be honest with myself. I'm finally, like, we're building a team and getting more help, but I started these by myself 10 months ago. There's so many fast cars in Sweden, like it's easy to look around and it's like, I want to beat those guys, but we have to be realistic, right? Like, it takes time to build a fast car, it takes development, it takes money. So it's not from 1 year to the next. I feel like this year, as you mentioned, was really just development. It had a couple of shakedowns. If I can get like some proper lap times, get to know the car, and feel like I'm getting more out of it, I'll be happy. Obviously, if we can be, you know, getting more competitive lap times and fighting for a podium, I think I'll be happy, right? Like, if we get a podium next year, that would be, I guess, the stretch goal. But the number one is always just do better, learn, and, you know, learn as a driver. I'm an amateur driver, an amateur car builder, and, you know, I'm learning to weld, I'm learning to do carbon fiber, I'm learning to do wiring, and it takes time to learn all these things. And if I can learn a little bit on each of them, I'm happy.
Well, it sounds perfect. Like I said, it's such a journey that is much more about just that ability to drive a fast lap time. It's about building the car and building a team and improving all aspects of that. So thank you so much for coming down, representing Team Scandinavia, and good luck for next year. So yeah, nice job.
Thank you. I'll see you back in Sweden.
Yeah, see you. Right, Tommy. So are we back on the track? Or what's going on? Have you heard anything about what's they've restarted the racing again?
Yes, they have already run one class during your interview with Tadeusz.
Excellent. So we have the pro class. It's already been there, and we have.
Yeah, you should check. You should check the time schedule. How the live timing is going. You can see the results for the last session because the second session is on the lineup now.
So we have the pleasure to actually have in camera now the winner of the pro class, Bernd Neuendorfer, in the 330. Give him a round of applause for that. the winner of European. Nice guy that we met briefly. It's a maxed out 330 with a supercharger, 500 horsepower. It's been built just according to the Pro Class rules. So he is the winner. Maybe no, we'll just keep an eye on the results now because I want to see. I think Niklas should be on the track now. Am I right? Okay, so Niklas isn't even on the track. Maybe the supercar class is running, or what? What's going on? Maybe you, Tommy, you can find out what's really going on with Niklas. And it seems like your image also froze right now. So technical issues all around. Maybe in worst case scenario, Niklas has not even been on the track. We have some input from the chat here. We talked about the world champion Audi R8, Sami Sivonen, that he did in his best lap time on the Nürburgring GP circuit is a 158.115. So that was in 2022. So he is still he has beat the Polish Lotus, and you know what? Let's go to that lap, and in a minute we'll see that lap, the fastest lap of the Audi R8, and we'll have finally a look at how big and luxurious this track is. Here we go. Nürburgring GP, Audi R8, finish Sami Sivonen. You know, when you start to go into the final part of the track and you're going uphill into those in the chicane, that's when you realize this is like one of the biggest and I guess best tracks in all of Europe. And actually, to answer a question here from Fritte about what would it take to run European time attack on Mantorp Park, it's not even on the table because the Nürburgring GP circuit is one of the best tracks in the world, and that's where the European Championship will be. But that does not mean that you want to miss out on King of Mantorp, which is like the premium event in Sweden and determines one of the really most prestigious titles on one of the best tracks in Northern Europe, Mantorp Park. But it's no Nürburgring GP for sure. So yeah, we just saw what a really fast car is capable of on the track. So anything sub 2 minutes is really fast. And again, Tommy exaggerating. under 1:55. No. But it's still a very fast lap time. So that's where you know where the big boys go. So I think that the Polish guy Mateusz, he needs to like chill the fuck out and come to Sweden and Finland, because he would definitely be someone who would be involved in top of the battles. Because unless he has power in abundance, then this is a really good lap time at this track, and he would do really well in Sweden as well. So David, what is on our table? What is happening right now? What is Tommy doing, and where are we at here now in the lifetime? Do we have any word from Niklas? What happened with our Team Scandinavia competitor, Niklas Sandqvist?
Nothing yet. Seems like he had some technical issues, Tommy. That's why he disappeared.
So Tommy has disappeared, but did Niklas also disappear from technical issues?
Know.
But there's nothing in the live timing about the supercar class.
Yes, it is. He's not there.
That doesn't sound well.
Club class is out now, though.
Okay, so we'll see now. Let's get the live timing up, and we can follow
it on the board.
Okay, so club class is coming out, and what we are interested in the most is to see what club four-wheel drive will end up with. But we'll also be able to see all the other classes for anyone else following here. We do have some other fans as well that might be. So anyone who has any questions and everything from the comments, then feel free to ask. We'll be here. We'll try and get Tommy back online to get some interviews in the pit area. Maybe, David, we have some more of Florian's material we can show you from earlier in the day. What do you think?
We've showed everything we had.
Okay, perfect. In that case, then...
we have the teasers, but that's it.
For the event?
Really, yeah.
Okay, yeah, screw that. Who needs that? So anything, the action on the track right now is the club class, but they are warming up now, or?
Times are coming in now. Tony seems to be the winner and improved quite a bit from before.
Nice. It seems that, why was he one of the first ones out though? No, he wasn't. He was one of the, okay. So we are still waiting for the quickest ones to see if he can beat them.
No, Eugene Thomas already set his lap time, and it's
so they
over
do
2
things
seconds
the other
slower.
way around. They do things. Oh wait, how do they do it?
Everybody's out there at the same time. They don't have one car at the track at once. They have everybody out there at once.
Okay, so let's chill the hell out here, because the way I see it, Andre Urban and Manuel Gubler did not, or they finished their lap now.
They're just about to finish, yeah.
Okay, so Andre did finish it 2:20, and we have Manuel, and only Manuel can actually, and there he goes, and this means, let's get ready for the applause. Do we have something crazy in applause? Tony Johansson has claimed the European gold in club four-wheel drive with the Continental Street tires also, I can mention. So 2:14.1 was his lap time. I think he improved. Did he improve a lot from the qualifying?
I think so. I think they were at like 2:15, 2:16. I can't remember, but 2:15.
Yeah, and it seems like Victor did maybe have some issues there. Dropped some tenths on his best qualifying. So again, you can find advantages in certain types of tires that maybe in normal sessions are not as quick. Especially if the extreme car classes add up. They were like really terrible without tire warmers. You can even see some of the extreme cars running slower than... No, almost. The top 5 was actually almost
slower.
And only a few seconds faster. So nice job, Tony. You are bringing home 1 goal to the Team Scandinavia. Let's have another digital round of applause for that. We keep the streak alive in that Team Scandinavia always brings home at least 1 goal. I think it's a new streak I just invented. Congratulations anyway. So nice to see. Can we look at the lap times again? Can we look at Club Formula? Yeah. Tony Johansson, 2:14.1. And Victor Horst was second best. And we had some fans of Eugen Tom. Eugen Tom. 3rd place only, unfortunately. We can also give the results of Club 2-wheel drive for our German followers, where Dominik Sternberg takes the win, 2:15.1. So Tony actually beats him as well. So he beats him for the overall club win. So another applaud, come on now, for the fastest club car this year in the European club class. Tony beats also the 2-wheel drive cars with his Continental Street tires. We have Ilyan Petrov coming in on second place in Club 2-wheel drive, and Lennart Bick third place, Christian Winkler fourth place, Marcel Bent fifth place. I guess that's a little bit of it for us if we can't get Tommy online again. I haven't heard from him in a while, so it would be so nice to meet.
We're working on it.
Can you send the link maybe to like Tony or something? Can you get it on his phone? To get an interview with the winner and getting another European gold. I don't remember if it's the first Swede or not that actually gets a second European gold medal. Or have you had anyone who has gone down 2 times? Has Tommy? No, Tommy has not gone down twice. And none of the supercars have gone down twice either, so interesting. Or did Tommy go down with the Viper? No, he went down with the Porsche. Tommy has won the event twice because he went down with his Viper and then the Porsche, right?
Yep.
So Tommy Gråberg has 2 European golds, and now Tony Johansson matches that performance. So little bit of history in this very young event that we hope will grow a lot, especially since we enable to do time attack on such a legendary track. Can we maybe get the banner up for Tony, just so we have something to show here? To see this BMW 140, a picture of him. We met him previously, so if you are in this broadcast, you can rewatch it and you can see an interview with Tony. We talked a little bit about his street tire and the advantages it has. There we have some pictures. Nice. So doing a bit of a Nordschleife also earlier in the day in the week, actually. They were there a few weeks before. Some very nice pictures. So that's also one of the big experiences. We've seen 2 parts of our documentary, and just being able to go down there and experience the Nordschleife and then doing the time attack and maybe even see some racing, that's like the sweet spot. And of course, eating a lot of German nice food, right? So
Schnitzel and bratwurst.
Yes, schnitzel, bratwurst, currywurst if you are by the track, of course. But also the nicer stuff, like, oh, there you have some old pictures of him winning. Also, you can also go like to the Pistenklaus and have a steak or something on a lava rock, things of that nature. So, yeah, congratulations, Tony. We see quite a lot of Bandhagen deck stickers on the car as well. It's #1 tire shop near Stockholm area. Yeah, I'm not sure I have anything else to give you as a filler here, because if we can't get Tommy or Tony, I think
we're working on it.
They're working on it. All right, we'll keep this alive. Should we maybe do the third part of the documentary and then we'll end with the interview? What do you think about that?
Sure.
Okay, so guys, if you missed out the earlier 2 parts, and also sorry about the subtitles in the documentary in the second part, they're a bit messed up.
Hopefully they work here.
Hopefully the third part, the subtitles will work. If not, we'll try and fix them and get them on our YouTube channel. And that's where you can also watch the previous episodes. And unless you're watching the broadcast afterwards, then you can just scroll back and see it. But unfortunately, subtitles on the second episode were a bit fucked. So I'll leave you with that and see you the final part of our Superior Media documentary from 2019.
Welcome back to Nürburgring and the final episode of our mini-series that follows Team Sweden at the European Time Attack Championships. In our previous episodes, we got an introduction to this incredible racetrack, met everyone in the team, and saw experienced veteran Tommy Grobert and tuning car enthusiast underdog Frederick Gahammer make it to the Superlap final. Let's not waste any more time. We're now on board Frederick's Civic and his Superlap final. He's made an impact already with his severely underpowered Civic, but can he compete for the podium? The time to beat is possible if he gets one perfect lap.
Jag gillar Superlap-finaler. Det blir lite spännande även för publik och sätter lite press på föraren också. Det känns riktigt bra. Jag är mer än nöjd. Det är, som sagt, min bil är inte ens byggd för det här reglementet liksom, utan man blir inkastad i en klass där man har ganska lite effekt på en snabb bana. Så jag är jättenöjd med både min körning och med resultatet.
Tommy Grobert is locked and loaded his focus on cutting down almost 1 second off his personal best. If his team's calculations are correct that the very soft tires on the Russian's GT2 RS are getting worn, that could mean he would be competing for the European gold medal.
trodde ändå på det, så att därför kände jag mig liksom ganska trygg i det jag skulle göra. Sen kan inte jag självklart säga att jag går ut och dunkar dit en 8-3. Det funkar inte på det viset. Alltså det var ju grymt skönt. Alltså. Det är så att vinna, det slår ju allt. Ja, men det är ju bara så. Framförallt, jag menar, nu har vi krigat på här i 3 veckor. Det här är en lagsport. Jag har mina mekaniker med mig. Alla har gett allt. Och då som chaufför, att gå ut och kunna leverera när det verkligen gäller, det är helt oslagbart. Det är ju bara så. Det går inte att sticka under stolen. Så att det är grymt skönt.
In einer Dodge-Viper aus Schweden angereist, Tommy Greberg. Ein Applaus für unseren neuen Europameister aus Schweden.
While the Russians may see themselves defeated on the track, this event was a massive win for the entire time attack community, as much for all the drivers as followers. Team Sweden comes home with a European bronze and gold medal. And together as a group, everyone have made memories for the rest of their lives.
Jag såg det som en fantastiskt äventyr att åka på detta. Och jag hade ändå planer på att åka ner till Nürburgring och köra Nordslingan. Men efter dagens körning får jag nog säga att vilken bana det här är alltså. Det här är som att få den här möjligheten är jag grymt tacksam på. Det har varit helt fantastiskt idag.
Alltså Time Attack är liksom jävligt bra evenemang. Det är bra säkerhet, man känner sig välkommen. Om det blir strul med bilen så känner man sig trygg att den inte hinner brinna upp innan personal är på plats. Och det är ett jävligt gott gäng som kör, man träffar mycket nya vänner.
Men det är ju det som är själva grejen, för jag menar, åka omkring här ute och sladda lite på banan, det gör man ju... Det är ett antal minuter vi pratar om på en helg eller en timme. Jag menar, sen däremellan då ska man umgås och ha trevligt och då vill man göra det med människor som man funkar tillsammans med. Och jag menar, det är det som är absolut den näst viktigaste saken förutom att vinna. Men alltså, det skulle inte funka för mig att åka ner hit och inte umgås med trevliga människor, käka god mat och garva. För då hade jag hellre stannat hemma och jobba. Det är liksom, det bara är så. Det är super viktigt. Och sen att vi gör själva utvecklingen med bilen, det var en grej som vi bestämde när vi köpte bilen. Första året ska vi se vad vi har köpt för någonting och nu har vi konstaterat att men det här funkar. Målet är alltså, vi ska bygga en av världens snabbaste trackday Viprar som är gatlegala. Det sticker vi inte under stolen med. Och det är vi ganska säkra på att vi kommer lyckas med. Om jag kan inspirera någon annan att göra det, eller flera andra, så att vi kan bli ett gäng, så vi kan ha trevligt, vi kan snacka skit och vi kan försöka spöa varandra. Så att det är ju det man vill. Så det vore ju fantastiskt kul. Så att ni som är där ute och liksom kikar på det här, vad fan, kom igen nu kör vi liksom. Ska vi visa de här jävla ryssarna nästa år? Ska vi spöa skiten nu med flera stycken svenskar?
We have an important announcement to make. This is next year's Swedish Time Attack Championship. It will be the only way for drivers in Northern Europe to qualify for the European Championship that will be decided at Nürburgring, September 27th, 2020. For the first time, this means we crown true Swedish champions in each of their divisions. They'll also have to face international competition from Finland, Norway, and Denmark along the way to make the trip. Each Swedish champion from each of the Series 6 classes will get a direct seed and all fees, together with partial travel and living costs, as part of the prize. A limited number of driver buy-in slots will be made available. Following this format, there will be a final rank in your class to give you access to entry. Only signed-up drivers in the Swedish Championship can participate at the Nürburgring European Championship. We'll work together with drivers to increase general awareness of our sport and passion. We'll raise sponsorship attraction using strategies which connect the promoter closer to each driver and their partners. This is a step in making Time Attack popular to all motorsports enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and thanks to our partners. This concludes this season. Right now, you can sign up for the 2020 Swedish Time Attack season and our test days on our homepage. 4 weekends of driver development, great camaraderie, and sweet memories. Thanks for watching and listening. Let's make 2020 and the future of Time Attack epic.
Yeah, and we're back, and I just wanted to say I'm so happy that it takes longer between being reminded of that piece of shit COVID year in 2020. So it was nice to have a flashback of 2019. And with us now, we have the European Championship in Club 4-wheel drive, and actually fastest of all club cars, Tony Johansson. Nice.
Feels so good.
Did you have a lap time, and did you see how much you actually improved from your qualifying in the car?
Yeah, I got the catalyst, so I saw that I improved pretty much because on all the other stints, it's been have been some oil spill in turn like 1 until 4. But now now on the Superlaps, that part was completely dried up and full of grip, so it was just I hammered the first few corners really hard, and then I saw that the catalysts were counting down immediately, and then I had kind of the same pace, but then doing it, bring it home. But I got the big improvement was on those oily corners.
You know, we didn't get that. What order are they letting the cars out? Because in Sweden we do it that the best seeded car is the final one, but this isn't the same, right?
Yeah, they did that the last year, but this year they changed it and let out the faster guy first, so in the other order.
Okay. Well, did you manage to keep the nerves under control, or were you still nervous?
I was nervous because it had been so close before between us, but I knew that they had the semi-slick tires and have to work to get in those tires in the window. But I felt right away on the outlap, because the outlap is pretty long, so you got the time to really get the tire perfect for me. So I just had to rub it for like 4 or 5 corners, and then I felt that now I'm good. So now I'm just have to relax and take it easy, and then explode on the Superlap.
Yeah, so this means it's like your second European time attack gold, and that makes you, I think there's only been one driver before who has done that. So if you get 3 golds, you will be like in a legendary class of your own. So any plans for next year already?
It's too soon to think about that, but our partners are positive to do other things or things in the future, but we will see what I'm doing, if we're going to keep the car or change the car. But the only thing I know is that if I will keep go, I will keep go with the same tires from Continental.
Sounds nice. So apart from Continental, any people you would like to thank?
It's of course all who's involved. Steppa Motorsport with the perfect track tune is has been a very big thing to get it super linear and the work super good on track. And then Brabzone Team Sweden for the brakes, always everything possible. Tearshine, and of course Mr. Dr. Stapp Bandhagen Steck with everything of his job and the perfect setup for this car and the driver. So maybe I forgot some of them, but
Yeah, well, you have you have a lot of time now, and hope you have a nice after party and really celebrate this.
We will.
We have some Christopher Rask, and we have Daniel Rosenblom, Andrea Krutrök, all congratulating you, and a bunch of other fans. So
awesome! Big thanks, guys.
Really nice work there. So thanks a lot, and we hope to see you again. And some partnerships. That's just the way of the game, and I think there's a good reason to keep sponsoring you, because you keep bringing home the titles, right?
I have to, because I got so much help by everybody, and they're doing this, so I have to deliver. I got no choice. So
or they want to stay friends with you. That's I know how that is.
Yeah, it's everything. But I gotta add, of course, I have to thank Andreas Adolfsson, who's my closest Continental guy, and who's keeping everything together, and also Jimmy Saros, my car manager, who gets the big gets all the strings to one good place.
Yeah. Well, you're the European champ, so enjoy that, and we hope to see a European champ come to Sweden and participate again.
Yeah, maybe Finland. Who knows?
King of Finland. It needs a Swede to be King of Finland. I think that's a good idea, don't you?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, Tony. Take care and really celebrate hard tonight, and we'll see.
Yeah, we will. Thanks very much.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was it, I think. Quite a nice way to end it as well. And we still have the German finals running now, David. Are we still doing the German ones? Or when are they according to the schedule?
The Extreme and Super Lights has just been out, but I think we'll end and wrap up things now, since the European Time Attack is the one we care about most.
Yeah, massive thanks to all the Germans racing and doing the event. Of course, we owe this everything to the German Time Attack Master organizers, Marco Filman, Florian, Cassandra, Robert, and all the nice guys there. Really genuine car enthusiasts. We are so blessed that you took us in as family back in 2019, and you have allowed us to come back year after year as the Scandinavian promoters for this. And to every Swedes who have really helped to make this event grow and to come there with really nice cars. I'm still very curious to hear what happened with Niklas, though. Bro, what the hell? What happened? It seems like he had everything in a box and just had to get out on the track and drive that gold home. But that's the final question I would like to answer to. But I don't know if Tommy is still around or not. Maybe like to thank Tommy as well, or no? Then he will have the silent thank you for his efforts as well. And thanks to Max for helping out. I would never fire you, bro. But I would say 1,000 times that I would fire you, if that makes sense. Okay. Hope you had a nice Sunday evening. Thank you, everyone, for following. And as you've noticed, this channel's name is these days timeattack.tv. We'll see how much international content and English content we want to make. We feel that there is a spot to fill here with Time Attack content around the world, global content. I've been in this game since 2008 and since the championship and professionally in 2012. So I definitely see there's a lot of nice championships, so much passion like we talked about with Robert in car builders, in improving themselves, improving their cars, improving all their abilities just to set a better lap time. Let's use it as a metaphor to improve and to actually move forward in life and be inspired about doing fun stuff in between all this shit about high interest rates and wars in the world and crazy people running for president and whatnot. Time Attack is where it's at. Hopefully timeattack.tv will be back soon. Please leave a comment, leave a like, and recommend the channel, subscribe, and all that shit. We just do the stuff, and we're not really a social media wizards, and hope you enjoy it. So thank you for me. I'm Mikael Jarosinski, one of the founders of Swedish Time Attack Championship. Have a nice evening.